Yo people, welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video. It's good to be back. And the first thing that I want to say, because I did see Square More just bring this back up, I want to make the announcement right now. Jury duty is finally over. So no more nighttime streams, no more nighttime uploads. They let me go a week early. We did absolutely nothing for an entire week except surf TikTok for about 7 hours straight. But we made out the hood. We made out the fucking hood. Thank God, because that's a week of my life I am never getting back. But I'm glad I wasted that week during the international break because I missed absolutely nothing except if we sell Connor, we riot shirts, infighting between fans, and the same old crappy reposts about summer transfers and, oh, Chelsea might be getting relegated. Oh, we might get a points deduction. Miss me with that until you give me some charges. But big up to everybody that's in here. Like, subscribe, all of that. Daily streams to an extent will be back. Obviously, we gotta wait for the international break to end and everything because content is gonna be a bit dry. But there will be an England watch along tomorrow. There will be also a stream where I do want to talk about this whole civil war between the Chelsea Supporters Trust and the Fan Advisory Board, which I mean is just 7 puppets that are controlled by Todd Bowley. But we'll talk about that another day. But for today, we're bringing back an old tier list that we did back in November. We are ranking the best and worst transfers of the summer window. We obviously have the same categories as the last list. I'm going to bring that up in a little sec. And you guys know how it goes. As soon as we pick a player, if you guys want to get involved, you guys can super chat, put a player up or down, and we'll see what the hell kind of list we have at the end of it. But big up to everybody that's locked in. Sub to the panel. The links are all down in the description below. And yeah, Northside, what were you saying, my guy? Hope you're all good, bro. Good to have you back on the channel.
I'm good, man. I'm calm, man. Listen, sending out love to Vinicius Jr., you know what I'm saying? With all the madness coming out today. So big up to my guy, Vinicius. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm calm, man. Love for having me on. Big up to the panel.
Yeah, good to have you on as well. And guys, just letting you know, don't go anywhere at the end of this stream because we're all going straight over to Northside's channel as well. We're going to be live over there at 9 p.m. So plenty of content today. And at 10 p.m., of course, the return again of the Back Again podcast. I don't even know what we're talking about today, but I look forward to just chopping up with the same group. Staffy, I think this is your first time on the channel, so big up, my guy. It's good to have you on here. Hope everything's good.
It's the first time on the channel without it being a Chelsea thing, because I've been here a few times when the Chelsea Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I forgot the panel streams.
I mean, how can you remember? There's like 1 million people on the channel per stream, so
it's
I
like
don't
expect
it. Yeah. But yeah, it is technically my first time in terms of an actual rival stream. So big up for having me, and big up to everyone in the panel. Big up to the comments. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Big up, Staffy. Everyone check out Northside and Staffy's channels in the description below as well. Jan, what are you saying? It's good to have you back on the show.
Yeah, good. How are you?
All good, all good. Wait, try speak again. There might be an echo.
I don't know why it's doing.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, good to have you on the show. Good to have you on the show. And Ryan, what were you saying, bro?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Good to meet Northside and Staffy. Big up you, man. And yeah, man, looking forward to the show, bro. So yeah.
Are you the guy that always beefs with Hassam in the super chats?
Yeah. That's me. That's me, man. Yeah.
I just the guy everyone loves to hate when you see your 499s popping up.
Nah, winding up with Sam, man. I love it, bro.
Yeah, we've noticed. I've noticed the same fucking Caicedo tweets as well. But we'll see if you've drawn him on this tier list. Let me just pull it up quickly. So we have, I think, did I put 5 or 6 categories up? No, we put 6. So there's signing of the season, great transfer, solid, meaty, injured, and flop. And I put injured because I know Chelsea tax. Half of my players are going to end up in that section. Saves us from putting them on the flop list. But we're going to start already because we don't have too long. Who did I get? So I got Endo. Got Endo for the start. Now, I don't think he had a great start at Liverpool, but he's really grown over the last few months. So I'm looking at between great or solid. I'm thinking I'm going to put him up at solid. What are you guys saying?
Yeah, I'd put him in solid too.
I would put him at
Depends
great.
on what you judge. If you include the price tag in it, if you include his 16 million for him, and then
Was
now
it
he's
16?
coming and now he's at 16 million, yeah. And then he comes in and now he's actually a big part of our team. To be fair to him. Look, when we signed him, I remember when we signed him, it was just after the whole Caicedo and Lavia stuff. And I remember like who is this guy? Who is this random guy? And like, does he have? It doesn't look like he has the physicality for this league as well in that position. And I was just like, he's just going to be a squad player or something. And he was that for the first few months, and he did struggle at times when he played. But then I'd say since early December, since then he's just been fantastic for us. To be honest, obviously went to the Asia Cup for a bit, but since then he's been fantastic, bro. So when I think of the price tag and how he's established himself as a mainstay of the team, I'd put him in great transfer personally, but like I said, it's your choice at the end of the day.
I mean, now you're saying 16 million. I'm kind of tempted to put him up there. What were you guys saying? Do you think solid or great?
Great transfer.
Put him
That's
in
exactly.
great transfer.
Yeah, man. I think he's
Cool.
been great. But
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really disagree with anything he said. I think Yanika as well also agrees. I think he's doing what they wanted Caicedo to do. Do you know what I mean? They lost out on Caicedo. I didn't expect him to do anything for the price tag and the way he's been so consistent. I think he's been a top signing. Top signing.
'Cause I remember everyone was mocking the transfer when it first came. I was like, oh, you wanted Enzo, now you got Endo and everything. No one even heard of the player a week before he moved. And for the way he's performed, especially in some of the bigger games in the second half of the season, I can hear a great transfer, so I don't mind moving him up there. Northside, next up, you got Onana. You got Onana. Where would you want to put Onana?
Flop.
Straight flop. I hear
Straight
it.
flop.
Hear it.
Straight flop. I'm not even going with the recency bias thing because he's not looking too bad right now. Nah, bro. I'm telling you, this is the black version of Kepa, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm not convinced, bro. It's true. Is he not bro? He's a black version of Kepa, bro. You know what I mean?
I've seen hella mistakes the first 4 or 5 months, so I hear it. Even if the last month or two's been a bit better.
Yeah, he's been quite good recently, to be fair. But yeah, the whole season before that, no.
I think it's a little bit of the Champions League tax, which is rightfully so, because he did cost us Champions League. But in the league, he's actually been solid. He's actually had like only one mistake that led to go. All his stats are an improvement on De Gea last year. And he's like top 4 in most goalkeeping stats. So is he a flop? Listen, I understand that you guys don't watch United as much, and it's easier to say he's a flop because you've seen what he's done in the Champions League. But he's probably the only player between all the United signings that I would have put in solid. He's not a great transfer, but I think he's been solid.
I don't know, man. I'll see. Because I remember he likes flapping at it a lot. And I remember Ramsdale did that. And then he started to perform a bit. And then this season we've seen him flapping at it again. And do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not convinced yet that he's not going for a purple patch. I can't lie to you, bro. There's things about the way he goalkeeps that I just don't like about it. Like he's not commanding in his box. I don't think he's aerially commanding. He just looks, he makes like Hollywood saves some of the most easiest shots. Like for me, I'm not convinced, bro. Do you know what I mean? Is he Kepa in disguise? Is he Ramsdale in disguise? I don't know. I think he is. That's just me.
He does have the third most goals prevented in the league. So
I just don't think you can ignore what was going on a few months ago, though, especially in Champions League, though. Like the way he cost you in that competition, like
that
if
I
it weren't for his
understand.
mistakes, you easily go through in the Champions League group. Like he really did cost you, and I just don't think you can. He's been all right recently. I'll give him his credit when I've seen him recently, especially in the league. But I wouldn't say he's excelled though recently. When I think he's just done what he should be doing recently. To be honest with you, but I just
He
don't
has
think you can
conceded
ignore
the
that.
second most shots in the league. Though you gotta understand that we've conceded the second most shots after Sheffield. The fact that he's second on the clean sheet list with his amount of saves, that's why I said he's not a flop. If there was
fair, you could say the defense plays a part as well.
I could hear the argument for Meady though.
The thing is, he hasn't had a consistent back four all season. Only the low has been consistent. Shaw's been in and out with injuries. Varane was in and out with injuries, and when Ten Hag didn't play him for a good month, saying because of tactical reasons.
Yeah, but neither did Vicario. Vicario stepped up though, Staffy. Vicario had midfielders in that.
He has better stats than Vicario. He does have better stats than Vicario.
Does
I
he?
think Vicario has been the better performer out of the two. I think Vicario has been very, very good this season.
Yeah, he's been good,
I
Vicario.
agree. I actually voted him yesterday in the team of the season. I'm just not arguing. I'm not arguing who's better, him or Vicario. I'm arguing that I don't think he's a flop. I think it's easy to look at him and say he flopped because of the Champions League. If this is based on Champions League, he's a flop. But in the league, his league form has been completely different than his Champions League form. Other
I'd
than
say
the
it's based
Forest
off all
game,
competitions.
then yeah, listen, if you want to put him in flop just because he was really bad in Champions League and cost us, yeah. But if I'm being honest, based on the league alone, he's definitely not a flop.
We'll put a media. I don't want.
Maybe
to
media. I think media
let's-
might
Alright,
be a
cool.
little bit.
If you want to put on,
You know what,
media,
Northside?
that's
I'm
fine.
gonna put a lot of players in flops. I'm just trying to get one player out of there.
That's fair. Big up to Jacob in the chat as well. Big up, my G. Hope you're all good. Who's next? Staffy. You got Robert Sanchez. Oh boy.
Oh
Are
my
you putting
god, bro!
Sanchez?
I'm so happy. Put this guy in flop, bro. This guy. I wish you had a tier
Yeah, go for
for overrated, bro. This, especially Ziyad. If you go back to the earlier episodes of El Eho this season, this guy used to tell me he's like, oh, top 3 in the league. This guy is such a shit goalkeeper. I couldn't believe that you guys signed him. I really couldn't, bro. The fact that Petrovic, that no one knew, came in and is doing a better job than him, just shows you how bad this guy is, bro. He's so overrated. I feel like you guys were just so desperate for a goalkeeper that you tried to pretend he was a good one, but he's really not, bro. He's really not.
We
This guy-
tried to see the vision because we got Brighton's goalkeeping coach that got the best out of him. We thought, oh, he might turn things round for him. No, like I know it is early. He's a decent shot stopper. I ain't seen enough. I ain't seen nearly enough to be like, he's alright. He could be a good goalkeeper for us in the future. As of right now, like he looks like he's got even worse. He's not even claiming crosses to the level that he was doing at the start of the season. So I ain't even gonna try debate that one. So yeah, you can just leave him there. Jan, you got a very easy one. Declan Rice.
Okay. Obviously he's a great transfer. He's been great for Arsenal. He might be signing of the season. I can't remember who else is in there that might be better than him. But he might be signing of the season based on I can't remember who's come in. But yeah, he's been good for Arsenal. He's obviously got Arsenal in another title race, which people didn't think they'd be in. So that's good. I don't know if there's anyone else that's going to come up that I'm like, oh, that's the sign of the season. But yeah, so far, I'd probably put him there.
I like her. You smart. You loyal. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I like that one. Word to DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? That was very unbiased. Thank you. I think he's good.
Yeah, it'd be too hard. It would be hard to try and argue him anywhere else other than that. Like he's been very consistent throughout the season, and you can actually see the impact that he's had on Arsenal. So, yeah, I'd say fairly deserved. Who's next? Ryan, you got Maddison. Or you putting Maddison, bro?
I'd probably say great transfer, to be honest. I'd say if you're talking the first 3 months of the season up until he got injured, I'd say you could argue signing of the season. He was playing that well at the end of the day. You could see the impact he was having on that Spurs team. I think Spurs were top of the league that time as well, from what I remember. Then he gets injured, which was unfortunate. Since he came back from injury, I don't think he's really done much, to be honest, from what I've seen. He's kind of died down. But still, because of the impact and the form that he showed for the first 3 months, and then obviously he was unlucky with the injury, I'd still put him great transfer, to be honest. So yeah, I think that would be fair, man. I think that would be fair. I think anything lower than that would be harsh, to be honest. So yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Has dipped off a little bit, but was unbelievable first 4 months
Yeah,
before
he
he
was
got
class.
injured. So yeah, I agree on that one. Anyone else got anything they want to say on that one, or are we all in agreement?
I agree.
I'm okay with it, yeah.
All right, cool. So back to me. Malo Gusto. Yeah, I'm putting him in great transfer. Like that's one of the few players that have actually shone for us this season. We were arguing him up for team of the season in terms of right back because his performances have been that consistent for us. Brilliant offensively, brilliant defensively. Yeah, he's one of a few Chelsea players that's actually going to be high up on this list. So I think he deserves to be up there.
Agreed. You got a right back for the next 10 years. And I'm going to keep saying this. This guy's going to be the best right back in the league. So
I want to hope we got 2, but like Reece James, you got one more chance. One more
Let it
chance.
go.
Please
Let it
take
go.
it.
We're putting
Let it
Potter
go.
Hey,
to
you-
sleep.
finally
Chelsea
take-
fans to be
finally
saying
got
one more
surgery.
chance for the last year, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you, bro. I'd just give it up if I were you.
But he never took the surgery before then. Now he's actually taking. It might be different this time. It might be. If it isn't now, I give up. If he has one more big injury, that's when I'll probably throw in the towel.
Even
and
when
all
Reece
of that,
James
but
comes back, does Gusto really deserve to be dropped for him anyway? Because I agree. I think Gusto's been solid, been really, really good this season when I've seen him play.
it's a really tough selection headache because Reece James on ability still walks into the team, but in terms of the way Gusto's playing, it'd be very harsh to bench him. I don't know, but it's like that's one of the good headaches you want to have. Usually, I look at my team, I think,
I think Gusto has better ability than him, but you guys still need some time to see it. And you know, I've been telling you this since the summer. You remember, I said this since the summer. I said he's going to be the right back that's going to make you guys get over Reece James. I really do believe it still. So we'll see.
I mean, I don't want to say I hope you're right, but like if we do need to get over Reece James, finally we have the right back for it. Because last year was Azpilicueta and that guy was coming out to games in a Zimmer frame. I don't need that. We actually now have a quality right back and good depth in that position. That's why I kind of want to keep James as well, but we'll see when he's back. We'll see when he's back in it. Northside, you got Reguilon. Oh, fucking hell, I forgot Reguilon was even on this list.
Just put flop.
Yeah, like I barely remember much.
Is this his move? Because he's in here at Brentford.
He's good for Brentford, though. So is he a flop for United or Brentford?
Yeah, but
for United
in Luton. Does that mean he's a great
signing?
signing?
I'm asking which one are we talking about? Is he a flop here or the?
No lie, when I saw Reguilon at United, I didn't think he was that bad, to be honest. At times, I thought at times he wasn't that bad.
Bro, this guy came on for United, made a couple runs, and people were like, "Look, he's better than Luke Shaw." Then they realized every time he plays, we concede 4 goals.
No, but in terms of flop, how much did you actually expect of him though? Like when he actually joined United, like he was just seen as a third choice emergency signing. Like I don't know, flop. I'd probably say like solid or meaty. I'd probably say meaty. I'll be honest.
Solid. Listen, he played for us. He played for us.
No, but you have to think of the expectation, bro. Like.
Well, the expectations is you signed him. You signed him from Spurs, was a top 6 team. So it's like it's not like I signed some dead baller from Luton or Sheffield. There's a little bit better than that. No. Listen, I'm gonna agree with Northside put him in flop just because of how much United fans hyped him. I swear this guy played for us 1 week where we had 3 games. We conceded 4, 3, and 3. And they were like, but Reguilon has been our best player. I was like, you do understand we conceded 10 goals this week, and you're bigging up one of your defenders. I swear, I'll go back and figure and look at which week it was. I remember it was the week we played Bayern. He conceded 10 goals, and these guys were saying, look, he's better than Shaw. Okay, bro.
Well, when you're in the mud, you say crazy things.
Yeah, he's not better than Shaw. Pick yourself up.
Put him in flop just because of that, because it pissed me off now remembering that.
Yeah, no worries. He'll stay in flop. Staffy, I think you're next. You got Disasi. Where you putting Disasi?
Listen, the Black John Terry, they told me. But listen, he's solid. Put him in solid. I didn't come up with that nickname because number one, I would get in trouble if I said that. Secondly, I'm just
whoever came up with that needs their head checked.
No, but listen, Disasi's been good. I feel like he gets overhated. I think when that stat came out in the summer that he recorded a slower sprint than Maguire, everyone called him the French Maguire. He's actually been good, bro. Just looking at that City game alone, remember when he had the most clearances in the box, something like that. He was absolutely dominant in that game, and he's been solid. He's had a few mistakes here and there, but I think he's been solid. You know, nothing great. Definitely not a flop.
You see, Disasi, I feel like he's got awful PR. You know, like whenever I just hear everyone cussing him, I'm like, whenever I watch him, he doesn't seem that bad. When I watch him, like he has a few bozo moments.
Easy to slander. Sounds like
he definitely has some
disaster,
bozo moments, but then a lot of defenders do. Like whenever I watch him, he seems solid. Like nothing more than that, nothing less than that. What it is in like that performance, was it against City a few weeks ago when you and Flores watched it at Flores' house, Lewis. Bro, he was unreal, bro. His box defending was like on a different level that game. Like, yo, big up Hussam. Yeah, his box defending was on a different level. Like, I think he's solid, man. I think he's a decent defender still.
Yeah, I wouldn't have argued any difference. Like, I don't think he's been a bad transfer for us. Don't think he's been amazing. But I've been saying for a while now, I think he's been our most consistent centre-back this season. I think that stands for something at the very least. Solid. Yeah, cool. I'm here for that. Jan, you got Mac Allister. Perfect, seeing as Sam's here.
Put him in great transfer. I think he's been really good for Liverpool, to be honest. So
agree. Totally agree.
I do think though that with Mac Allister, I love Mac Allister, like, but I do think people do forget the first few months of the season. Like, you know,
Oh
when
yeah,
people
when
are saying
he first came in, yeah, I agree with you. But I think overall, if you look at the whole season and the injuries you've had, and the fact that he's still been quite, I wouldn't say that he's. I think if you put solid, it'd be okay. But I think he's a little bit better than solid.
But the thing is, my issue with when people say, you know, when people are saying signing of the season or team of the season, he needs to get in team of the season. For me, that's going a bit too far, innit? Like, I just remember the first 3 months of the season up until the November international break. Bro, this guy was poor, bro. I don't care what anyone says. Like, he was poor. Like, and people put it down to, oh, he was playing in the six, bro. He was still doing stuff where it was like, you should still be doing better in it. Like on the ball, he was making way too many mistakes, and that's supposed to be his strength at the end of the day. And you can still show that in this as a lone six. You can still show it. And he was poor, bro. But since the international break in November, bro, he's been a different level. It's like it's like chalk and cheese. He's been since then. He's probably in 2024. He's probably been our best player in it. He's probably been our best player in 2024. So that definitely makes him a great transfer because last few months he's been outstanding. But I don't
Similar
think
to
you can
Endo,
decom-
isn't it?
Yeah, it is exactly. It's very similar to Endo, but I just don't. I think the first 3 months of the season is what would stop him being signing of the season or like team of the season or anything like. But then the price tag as well is very good value for money. But yeah, I think people do forget his first 3 months as well. I'll be real.
So toxic and negative. So toxic.
I'm
and
just
negative.
saying, you know, I can't exactly say anything different. I was cussing Mac Allister for the first 3 months. I've been on streams, bro. I was on streams, bro. I was saying selling back to Brighton and stuff like that. First 3 months, bro. He was meaty then, but like since then, yeah, he's been
I
different
said put
levels since
Mac
then.
10 signing of the season. Aye, Hassan, put your money where your mouth is, my guy. But big up, man. It's
Signing
good
of
to
the
have you on
season,
here.
you know.
It's good to have you in the chat. So Jan picked Mac Allister. Ryan, you got Amrabat. What are you putting Andrew
days,
Tate?
put that guy in flop, bro. Oh my word, he's
I
awful,
can't believe we
like-
let him run through our midfield, bruv.
He dominated you, man. I remember, but you know the hype around him for United fans all summer was Amrabat's the key. We need to get Amrabat over the line. You know, he's the missing link and all that stuff.
Hey, don't blame us. Blame that bald fraud, bro. Don't blame us.
Nah,
He
it was
didn't
a lot
chase
of
him all
your fan
summer.
base were doing it
He
as well,
chased
bro.
them all summer. He chased them all summer, not us.
But like, it was your
This is
fan
a
base
bitch.
as well, bro. Let's be honest. I remember them, man. It was your fan base, bro. Like, it might not have been you. It wasn't. I'm not saying it was you, but like, your fan base were really pushing for this guy, man. Like, but you know what it is? That World Cup, bro. It's that World Cup hype, man. Like that one tackle in Mbappe, and you're like, but really, if you actually watch that game, Mbappe he was getting dunked on in that game. Amrabat in that France game, bro. But that one tackle in Mbappe sticks in people's mind. And I remember because we were going for a DM in the summer, people were saying, even our fans were like, "Why don't we get Amrabat?" I was like, "I don't want that guy in it. I'm not convinced. I'm not buying into the hype, bro." But my word, he's ass, man. Like he's actually crap.
To be
honest.
fair to him, we signed him and played him left back, and he's a DM.
Yeah,
so-
obviously that didn't help, but like,
So who's that on? You know.
oh yeah,
I think he's
your
been a
manager's
flop.
awful, innit? Like, I ain't denying that. But
He's been a flop, but I blame the manager for it. If I'm being honest.
Nah, I
I
think
don't
that's
think he's
fair.
that bad.
I can't lie.
That's
I never.
fair. A big up, Jacob. Good to have you onto the show. By the way, the links to Jacob's channel is now in the description as well, so everybody check him out and follow his channel. Big up, my guy. It's good to have you on here. Hope everything's good.
Hey, big up, man. Big up the entire panel. How's everybody doing? Appreciate the invite, my man. Appreciate being here with you guys. I've enjoyed this so far, except for Declan Rice being signing of the season. But we'll cross that bridge when we find a better candidate. I'm sure we will. But big up the entire panel every single time.
Yeah, I think once we get to the end as well, we'll be able to review. We'll get everyone to make a little change or two. So we'll see where that how that changes it. But you are next as well, so perfect timing. You got Nunes, first Man City transfer. Who you put in Nunes?
He hasn't really worked out, has he? I can't think of a match where I look at and I say, oh, this guy's really proven his worth. Some of the quotes coming out from Pep Guardiola in the middle of the season was that maybe he got it wrong whenever he rated him very highly. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's even been injured. Would it be too much to say a flop? I haven't really heard anything out of him. I haven't really seen anyone glowing reviews from him. I can't say any time that I've watched Manchester City, I'm like, oh, wow, look at that guy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's been injured, but I'm gonna say flop.
Could say flop, could say meaty. I'm thinking one of the two personally.
Yeah, he's
It
nothing
could be
above
either.
me, dude.
60 million. Yeah, you know what? Okay, forget
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
flop.
That's
He was only
crazy.
he was only
Flop.
trusted to play against Luton. That's the only game I remember him starting.
To be
Luton.
honest, he's had a few games away from home where he's been decent, but he's definitely not up to the standard of City at the moment. I'm not going to say he's never going to get there because we've seen it before. I remember when Rodri first came, everyone was saying he's terrible, we've made a mistake, and now to me he's our best player. So I would give him a bit of time personally, but for now, like I don't care where you put him because I think he's not been up to our standards at this
For me,
season.
I just don't think he was ready for City. Like when they signed him, like obviously he was his first season at Wolves in the Prem last season, and like he didn't really do anything special. He didn't really pull up any trees with them. I just think he should have done another year at Wolves, maybe another year or two, and then maybe if he did perform, City sign him. Then I just think they signed him too early. I think, to be honest, with Nunes.
The
How
fact
old
that they
is
don't
he?
rely on
I
him,
don't
it
know
can
how old he
always
is.
work out. They don't rely on him, so that he's got time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
like
he does.
how she said, like, you know, when they had Fernandinho and they brought in Rodri, you know what I mean? They had a bit of time to bed in. So he's got time, but for the price tag and expectation, Meady's not too bad. Either flop or Meady.
Yeah, it would have been one or
Yeah.
the other for me. But we'll leave him in flop for now. Just rolling back to me. Who have I got? Oh wow, I got Caicedo. I'm gonna say solid.
Almost like you planned it.
No, I really didn't
He
plan this
definitely
one.
planned
I spent like 5 minutes randomizing this, so like it could be as varied as possible. But yeah, I'm putting him in solid. I'm not putting him any higher than that because I can't do that. But I don't think he's been crap. Don't think he's been crap for us. Started slowly. Now he's one of our most important players. I'd leave him in solid, and that's about it. But I don't know what you guys are saying.
I would say Meady, man.
I say Meady.
I wouldn't put him as solid, man. I
I
don't
agree.
know.
I don't know, because if Disasi can make it in solid, I think Caicedo at the very least
But
can
it's the
make solid.
I think
price tag,
Caicedo's
brother.
been better though.
It's
And the
that
price
price
tag,
tag, man.
Solid is like reliable, right? So has he been reliable for you guys? I wouldn't say he's been reliable.
I'd
Has he
say
been
I'd
consistent?
say
patient.
it's like with Mac Allister and Endo, how they started slowly, but now they are.
I don't know. It's like I look at this Chelsea midfield and I find it hard to put anyone in solid. I really
Yeah.
do. Because your midfield isn't your best position this season. So
I put part of it down to structure, but I do hear what you're saying.
yeah, like the thing, like between him and Mac Allister, as an example, one of them went with a much more expensive price tag, and the cheaper one I think has been significantly better this season.
I agree.
So-
I think Disasi has been better this season. If you just, I mean, I know they're different positions and all, but I'm not saying Caicedo's been awful, but it's been clear there's an adjustment period. I still say Disasi would be solid. I don't know, maybe one meaty, one solid, but that's not to say that he's anywhere close to a flop, in my opinion, because he has shown what he was really good at last year for Brighton, just not consistently and over a large span. So maybe that is down to tactics. Maybe that is down to some players around him and the lifestyle adjustment for sure. With
That's
that
when
kind
he
of
does
money
the
coming
right
in.
thing. The attack messes it up too. Like Carabao Cup, for example, he was behind like 2 or 3 big chances, and our attack just messed it up. But then he'll get blamed for it. That's why I'm thinking, like, for the most part, as a genuine, unbiased opinion, I'd put him in solid. If I was trying to be biased, I'd rise him up a little higher than that. But I ain't got the lack of shame for that. I would leave him at solid though. Obviously, you man in the chat, if you want to change it, you know what to do. But I can't lie. I'm gonna leave him in solid. Northside, you got Gravenberch. Where you putting Gravenberch, bro?
Meady. I haven't been that impressed. I can't lie to you. I really haven't been impressed. And
Yeah,
I wouldn't
he's another
argue-
one that's had a slow start.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. I can't lie. Yeah, just nothing stands out. Nothing stands out. I don't remember any amazing performances. I don't remember him being, I don't know, bringing much to the team. I can't lie. Like their best signing has been Endo and Mac Allister. I can't put Gravenberch nowhere near that. I don't think he's been as effective. And yeah, but there's another one in there as well, but we'll get to that. But yeah, I'm sorry, Meaty.
Nah, this guy's a flop, bro.
That's fair.
You're being too nice. This guy's a flop.
Hmm?
He's absolutely.
Wait, with this Onana, yeah, you had all this flipping, you're getting out all the flipping sheets.
Onana's done so much more than this guy's done.
When is Gravenberch now flop?
Wait, let's be honest. How much has Gravenberch impacted his team versus Onana? Bro, they have a lack of midfielders and he doesn't start for them. That's how shit he is.
Your goalkeeper's impacted your team.
Of course. 100%.
No.
When you have by definition, if you have better stats than the older goalkeeper, this guy, this De Gea guy, like, because the revisionism used to piss me off, Northside. People were like, oh, you guys should have kept De Gea, should have kept De Gea. The guy had a negative goals prevented. The guy went to Liverpool. He had an XG of 2 point something and conceded 7. The guy was a shit goalkeeper. By definition, this guy has better stats. So that's why I'm saying he's actually been. I'm okay with him being meaty, but Gravenberch, listen, he's a flop, bro. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, Gravenberch, like
The fact that Endo came in and Endo starting over you, and no one rated Endo. This guy, by the way, let me remind you, this guy flopped at Bayern as well. So it's not his first time flopping. This guy's a flop, bro. He's a flop.
I think Meaty's
No more Ajax players in the Premier League, I'm telling you, bro.
it's medium flop. Like, the thing is, I really like him. That's the thing. Like, he actually started off okay. Like, he had that game against City where he came on away and did really, really well. Helped us get back in the game. But yeah, since then he ain't been good, to be honest. He ain't been good at all since then. Like, but the thing is, I really like him. I still think he can come good for us because I do see a lot of ability there on the ball. But yeah, it's either media or flop. I couldn't argue with either, to be honest. It's one of them.
Him, Ten Hag, Anthony, all these Dutch Ajax players, they'll be in Ajax soon. Give them a year, and they're all going to reunite.
Ziyech in that list.
Ziyech has moved on.
Man, Sean is like, how is Onana not in flop, bro? It's because Staffy came out like Better Call Saul from Breaking Bad and put out all this whole defense line for him.
I don't know.
That's why he's in movie. Do you know what I mean? Staffy's shameless, man.
Wallah, he's not a flop, bro. Go check his stats, bro. The stats are for free online.
If you need a lawyer, call Staffy, bro. Call Staffy.
I'll just take your word because you're a United fan. You probably watch them a bit more than I have. Well, you definitely have. Not even going to sugarcoat it.
I'll back up Staffy here a little bit on Onana as a goal. That's the position I played, so I watch it very, very highly scrutinized when I watch any goalkeeper around the league. And honestly, the first half of the season, he was making rookie errors, beginner type, peewee level errors, and it was very worrying for me to see from a goalkeeping standpoint. But really, the last like 2 months or so, when I watch United, he has kept them in games and he's made some saves that honestly I didn't think he would be able to. So he has stepped up the last part of the half of the season, but I wouldn't say the entire season. Apologies by my son.
Yeah, no worries.
That's why I said, Jacob, the fact that he's the second most clean sheets, but he's conceded the second most shots in the league. It's not like he's getting clean sheets because the defense is good. We're conceding the second most shots in the league.
And the saves specifically have been some really great saves. So, like from a goalkeeping standpoint.
What would you say the percentage is? 60 good games to 40 bad games?
Maybe 35, 65. 35% good to 65% bad. But I mean, it's
the Champions League is going to haunt him for a while because he actually wasn't bad in the league. Like, I don't know why, just like Old Trafford at night for him was a nightmare. Like, he would go to Old Trafford at night and he forget how to like goalkeep. I don't know, bro. Because you look at him, he actually cost us the Champions League. But in the league, he wasn't making that many mistakes. There's only one mistake that I can remember from him in the league.
It was when that was before. I remember Brentford when a shot and it was down to his side.
I think it was forced. Actually, it is Brentford. You're right.
He dove in place and it went under your arm.
That's the game.
To me, that's just an example of just a poor reaction. It wasn't a fast shot or anything by any stretch of the imagination.
But that was the last one, Jacob. That's what I'm saying. It was the only one.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is like in the early parts of the season, I was very much like, yeah, I think this guy's going to be a flop. But in the last part of the season, I've actually been, okay, that's a nice save. That's a nice save. But to my understanding, he was brought in for his ball distribution, which I haven't really seen yet. But that's not really his fault either if the tactics aren't asking for it.
Exactly. So once again, we're back to the bold fraud.
Hey, the manager letting the players down. We can relate. We can heavily relate. Big up Cam saying, when I get yard, I'm jumping on for 5. I've got beef. My brother, if you were gonna moan about me putting Caicedo in solid, you could have super chatted and moved him. You could have just said move Caicedo to flop or something, and my hands would be tied. I'd have to move him down. But you want to come and vent about it? Go for it. You got the link here in the shameless chat. It's all good. So who was picked last? Was it Gravenberch? Yeah, you picked Gravenberch. So Staffy, you're next. You got Johnny Evans. Might be one of your better transfers.
Listen, Northside's he's gonna say Staffy again, lawyer this, lawyer that, but I'm putting in great transfer. And hear me out.
Whoa.
This guy, hold on, let me explain. We signed this guy on a free. Okay, no one wanted him in the club, including myself. I was like, "There's no way we're in 2024 with signing Johnny Evans." Johnny Evans has been our best defender this season. He hasn't played as much as other players because of his age, but this guy, every time he steps on the pitch, he's literally our best defender. He's good with distribution, he's good at his ball carrying, and he's been solid everywhere around when it comes to defending. The fact that he just cost us nothing and he's been outperforming everyone else in the back line, that's why I'm putting in great transfer.
He's been better than Varane then. I think Varane.
You just used the word solid. That's why I would have put him solid.
Yeah, I
You
would have
said
put him
He
solid.
was solid, but
Same.
then when I remembered we didn't pay a penny for him, I was like, bro, great transfer. Listen, he's the only one in our team with Premier League heritage. So
I think it's also how low the bar is.
Three-time Premier League winner.
I hear it. You didn't have to sell it to me or anything. I think he's been one of your better transfers. So I kind of get.
It cost us
If we're using transfers, then listen, Caicedo has to be dropped. It's a
Yeah,
bit harsh,
I
but
agree with that.
if we're taking into accordance how much the player costs, then
Yeah, he
this
needs to be dropped
season,
immediately.
I do rate the player, but this season for the money that he cost,
I agree
That's
with you.
not
That's
funny.
why I
I mean,
wanted
you're
him
not
immediately.
wrong. That's why I weren't really trying to argue down your points on Caicedo either. Like, I thought you guys were being fair too.
We'll
It's
leave it to the
performance
Champions League.
versus price tag. So
and how much did Onana cost, Staffy?
40
65?
or
I thought it was 60.
Look at him trying to do 40. Look at this guy.
No, I swear, I'm not. Wallahi, I'm not joking, bro.
It might have been 45. He might be right. I might be mistaken.
I think he
can't
was
believe
43
Staffy
if I'm
today,
being
bro.
honest. I'm not lying to you. Okay, let me.
But
let me-
wasn't there
let me
like
pull it up.
wasn't there some incentives and bonuses like a 17?
So
I thought there
51
was.
million euros, which is 43.8 million pounds. See, I told you 40 to 43. I was exactly spot
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
43.
Yeah, I thought it was somewhere around 50, 60.
This Northside guy today is on my case, bro. What's wrong with you? Let me. You want me to be toxic
was-
and negative? I know you. I
It
know,
was
I
that
know
sales
these,
pitch to Onana.
I know these tricks very well, bro. He wants me to be toxic and negative. He wants my fan base to hate me like him. No, sir, not today. Not today. Not today.
right, Jan, you got Meaty Mount.
Oh god,
That's another easy one.
Uh,
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
I've not really seen him play for United, but yeah, from what he was expected, like, because I mean he was decent at Chelsea. To be fair, at times he was one of your better players over the past however many seasons. But yeah, I didn't expect him to do that well at United, but I didn't think he'd be not appearing at all. I don't know. Has he been injured? He must have been injured, surely. 'Cause
Yeah,
I've
he's
literally
been out
not-
for a couple
lot,
months
yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, I've not. I know he came on the other day in the cup for like 5 minutes or whenever it was, but yeah, he's definitely not done what he was expected to do. So yeah, he has to.
Let me just add something because I was hoping I would get this one, but unfortunately I didn't. Seeing all the comments saying injured. This is where I redeem myself with Northside. Okay, I know people. I thought people would put him in injured, which would be fair because he's missed about 3 months of football. But I'll tell you why he's in flop. This guy, we could have had him on a free if we waited another 6 months. We spent 55 million to send this guy to our hospitals, basically. And it's not like we've been playing good football with or without him anyways. The fact that we could have waited until January to negotiate with him and get him on a free, and instead we spent 55 million to just have him rehab all season, that's the reason he's in flop.
Yeah,
And I
but
was,
even,
I was
if you look at like who's in flop, like I think Nunes, he's not been great for us, but he's been better than Mount has been for United.
I mean, Mount doesn't
No,
play,
him.
but that's why I'm going to be harsh. I'm not going to put him injured because we should have never signed you for 55 million when we could have waited 6 months to get you for free. Just 6.
I would also agree with Flop because before he was injured, Papa Matasar completely bodying you off the ball when Tottenham played United early on in the season. He ain't been seen since. To me, that's a flop. 65 million, that's a flop.
Yo, their manager actually thought Bruno and Mount could work in the same midfield. You know that? Oh my days, that's criminal.
It's
Bro.
genuinely one of the most confusing
actually
transfers
criminal.
I've seen in my
Yeah,
life.
it made no sense. It made no sense.
He's on 250k as well,
Must be nice,
and the
man.
55 million.
Must be
And we give him the
He's
number
living it
7.
good last
Oh
few
my god,
months.
create an old his own tier, bro. I want him below flop.
Call it
This guy
Mount.
below.
It's
Disgrace.
Chelsea, man. It's
The
Chelsea.
Mount tier.
It's like Monopoly when you pass go, collect £200. Every time for their flops is collect £200. Every time, bro. Like it's Monopoly. They always get a good price for their bums, bro. So it's a joke. You know what I mean?
All we have left is our transfer activity. We need one more roll the dice in the summer, otherwise it might all be curtains. Ryan, you got Nkunku.
He's just been
Oh,
injured,
Nkunku.
innit?
Well, yeah, that brother's just been injured all season. To be honest, had like 4 games.
He's so quality when he's not, though.
Yep, every goal he scored has like been pretty decent, but he's never
Yeah,
got a
that goal he
chance to
scored against
celebrate.
us was nice. It was a nice goal he scored against
It's all
us.
consolation goals. Still ain't seen the balloon celebration yet.
He's been out like most of the season, though, surely. I haven't
Got
seen.
injured
Yep.
in pre-season.
Literally played
Yeah.
like about 4 games.
I think injured's fair.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
been.
Because if he's healthy next season, that's a legitimate problem. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually worried about Chelsea in the summer because of Nkunku, and I thought with Nkunku and Pochettino that y'all could get something right if you put some more pieces around him. But it's actually unfortunate how hurt he is. I mean, it's good for everybody else, but from a player talent perspective, it's very unfortunate.
Just really shit luck, but it's not much you can do about it. Just get well soon and be ready for next season, please. Because we can't be doing this for another year. Otherwise, we're really going to think about whether we've wasted our money or not. Jacob, you got a Guna, you got Raya. Where are you putting David Raya?
What's the title of this show again?
Shameless FC, brother.
Meaty at best, I would say. Maybe
Oh,
solid
that's
for
harsh.
the. If I'm being unobjective, I'll say solid because of the penalty shootout versus Porto alone. But outside of that, if you're competing with Ramsdale for your job, that's a bad place to be in, my friend. So I would say solid if I'm being unbiased. Meaty is with my Tottenham bias. So yeah, let's stick with Meaty. I think Meaty's fair. Like, he's been good. He's been all right at different aspects from a goalkeeping standpoint. I haven't really seen a whole lot wrong other than a couple of goals. I think one, he kind of mistracked and he was in a bad position. He got beat near post. And another time he got beat between the legs. Anytime you get beat between the legs as a goalkeeper, that's a shambles. You should be ashamed of yourself and be docked half your week's pay. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I think solid or Meaty's probably about fair.
No. Listen, he's media. I agree with you. Let me tell you something about this guy. He has the most clean sheets, and all the gooners are going to run and tell you, oh, he has the most clean sheets in the league. He has the least shots saved per game, which means this guy is on the beach every game. He doesn't even concede shots. And when you look at his goals prevented are negative 2.9. This guy's so basically he's conceded more goals than he's expected to concede. He's 100% meaty.
I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you actually do that, but
That's
now that you say that,
crazy.
I feel more confident about my pick, Meaty. I'm curious what Northside's opinion is, though.
We saw Mudryk score on him from a freaking cross.
A cross, yeah.
Yeah, he meant that. No,
That was that was the first time I was like, you know what? Maybe it's all right that Tottenham missed out on this guy. Maybe that's not a bad little bit of business because that was shambolic. I think that was the first goal I was referencing.
Northside, what are you saying? Do you agree? Or do you think he should be a bit higher? What are you saying?
I think it should be in solid. When we've put a lot of ratings, we've been speaking about when players have been not that great, and then when players have performed. And in the run that we've been on, he's been in goal. He done well against Porto. He was shocking at the start of the season. I'm not going to deny that. So I can understand why some people are looking at it as meaty. But I think since he's come away from that bad patch at the start of the season, I actually think he's been pretty consistent. I can't lie. I think he's been good. He's not been one of the players that I've been looking at saying, you're not performing. And along with this good run, he's been a part of it. So I think he should be solid. I think that's a bit harsh. And Staffy, you can't say nothing because that was your argument for Onana. So
no, my argument for Onana is literally the opposite of him.
And to be fair,
Onana dominates him in all stats. I'm just letting you know.
Raya's
save
not really the
percent.
signing that I'm gonna like bury. He's not the one. I think. Listen, I can't put him above solid because the start of the season he wasn't good, and he was doing howlers at the back alongside Ramsdale. The both of them is like neither one of them wanted to start games. But when he come away from that, bro, he's been consistent, bro. He's been solid, bro. He's been solid.
He's
I mean,
bottom
if
four
I
for
say
save
about
percent.
penalty
there,
shootout.
then Raya
What
should
is
be there.
it? How high do you value around a 16 penalty shootout? And he's the guy that gets you over the line. I think that would be enough, in my opinion, to put him
Go
to solid
solid.
over meaty.
Yeah.
But if y'all had lost that on penalties, I think meaty would be fair. But I actually agree with Northside. I think and when we're looking at some of these players, we say, oh, well, the first half of their season wasn't so great, but they've been X, Y, and Z for the last part. I think that's fair assessment as well for Raya. Not great in the first half, but saving for a Champions League shootout, I know you're at home, but still, that's a big stage. That's for a goalkeeping standpoint, that's not easy to do. You got to guess right, and you got to guess where in the right direction. So there's a lot going on through your mind in those moments, and I think that would be fair enough to give him solid for.
Yeah, I think he deserves solid. Like, he had a rough start when he conceded that goal against Chelsea, and he had that game against City where even though they won, he looked nervous that game. I remember, especially early on. Like, but like, yeah, he's been good recently. I think, like, obviously the penalty saves, but yeah, he reminds me a bit of Edison, but just nowhere near as good in terms of like he's not the best shot stopper in the world, but like he commands his area well. I think he comes for crosses really well. Raya, I've seen that he does come for crosses well. He's good with his distribution. So yeah, he's a bit like Edison, but just nowhere near as good. I think he's been solid for Arsenal, to be honest with you. And that penalty saves against Porto, it's big game, that big moment, and you got to give him his flowers for that at the end of the day. So yeah, right. And you see the difference between him and Ramsdale as well. When Ramsdale came in, I think against Brentford, you see the difference in level at the end of the day. So he's definitely an improvement on him. So yeah, I think it's a solid signing, to be honest. At the end of the day, he is part of the best defense in the league, and he does have to take his flowers for that in some way at the end of the day. So yeah.
He has the least saves per 90 in the league, which
No,
means
that's why I
the
say he's
defense is
he's not the best
Wait,
shot
one
stopper
second.
in the world.
One second. Let me just explain, because you said he deserves stuff for that. The fact that he has the least saves per 90 means his defense is actually locking up the ball before he even goes to you. With that stat, you still are bottom 4 for save percentages, and you're allowing a negative goals prevented. You're by definition the liability of your back 5. So he is the worst one.
No, I'd say
that's
Zinchenko is. He's not completely.
Yeah,
the liability.
Zinchenko's ass.
Zinchenko is. Staffy, I
Yeah,
can't believe
Zinchenko don't even really stop you.
the way
lot,
I didn't see none of this vim, yeah, for Onana. But when it
Because
went down,
Onana
come
is
on,
literally
bro.
top 4 in all the statistics
Staffy.
that I just named.
You didn't get the
Onana-
memo. This is not the one that you need to gun for. This is not the one. We're not putting him
I
as
swear
great.
this guy's a
It's
bum,
not the
bro.
one. Huh?
He's a bum, bro. I swear, Raya's a bum. I promise you.
No.
Wallah, he's a bum, bro. We can leave him there. I just wanted to let people know that he's bottom 4 in all goalkeeping metrics that I just named. But people
I
think this
didn't
sucks.
even know those stats, though. That is fucking insane, bruv.
Bro,
That
they
is
have the most
insane.
clean sheets and the least goals conceded, yet you're still on a negative goals prevented. It means
Staffy,
that if
the
it wasn't
argument-
for
yeah,
you, they
you're
would have
sounding
conceded
like
less
Judge Mo.
goals.
You're sounding like Judge Mo and Igal combined into one.
Judge Mo, let me tell you something about Judge Mo. Judge Mo doesn't use no stats in his arguments. He's just used
Yeah,
devil's
that's why I said
advocate,
Judge
that's it.
Mo and Igal, because Igal's arguments was all but based on stats.
I've
That's what
never
you're
heard
doing right
Igal
now.
use. I've never heard Igal use stats. Igal says, "Let me tell you something," and he just says something outlandish.
Big up to Fata saying Gusto's signing of the season. He passed the Doku test, so we have our first movement.
big about
By
the
the way, the
Doku
Doku test
test.
is like passing foundation maths, but that's all good. That's all good. Gusto has moved up. Yups also says Gusto same tier as Evans, Endo, and Mac Allister is wild. Hey, we changed that now. We've changed that now. Now he's up for signing of the season with Declan Rice. Arsenal tickets next Thursday. All right, cool. Bless for letting me know. Bless for letting me know. Fucking hell, who's the last one? So we did Raya. That was Jacob. So it's back to me. I got Kulusevski because his transfer was confirmed from Juventus this season. I'll probably throw him in solid. He's been bits iffy around the Christmas period, but other than that, I think he's been one of your better attackers. The Don't know what you guys are saying about it, but I think solid's fair.
I would have gone Meaty.
Solid, meaty somewhere. If there's a middle tier, I'd probably say that. Look, he's been all right in moments. Yeah, he did get in the box and create that headed goal against City to get the draw. But overall, as a winger, I don't like him. He became a backup 10 for Maddison when he went out. He did okay for a couple games, and then he started getting overrun in the midfield. And he's just not strong enough, which is what I thought was the one thing that he did have to his game was strength. And he can hold the ball up on the wing well, but he can't hold the ball up in the middle of the pitch well. So I just don't know if I like him as a midfielder. I don't know if I like him as a winger either. I don't really know what Ainge sees in him. And let's remember, this transfer was official before we even appointed Ainge as our manager. So this wasn't an Ainge Postecoglou signing. Ainge is just trying to figure out how he could use this guy. And Kulu's admitted that he believes his future is through the middle. So I just don't think he's being used properly. I think he's decent. I think solid, meaty is fair. I wouldn't really argue outside of either one of those, if I'm honest. Because he's been kind of disappointing and very frustrating to watch. When he has the ball out there in space, run, Kulu. Do something, Kulu. And just the same thing over and over. Cut it in, pass it back. Cut it in, pass it back. Sometimes he'll flick a ball into the box, and guess what? It's going beyond the far post, and no one's getting their head on it. So, to me, I don't know what his best position is. I don't know that we've seen him at his best. But what I've seen thus far hasn't been to a level that I think gives me any confidence in him as a right winger.
Maybe. He looks like Dwight Schrute from The Office. That's what he looks like. No, I don't know.
That's tough.
That's what he looks like. You know what I mean? I think he's trash. I don't think he's that great. He's better than Johnson, but I think he's trash, man. I don't rate Kudu, man. Maybe as well because Tottenham fans, some, not all, but a lot of Tottenham fans overgassed him. I don't.
Yeah. They saw from January to March of the guy, and they started comparing him to Saka, who'd been doing it for 4 years prior. I thought that was crazy. I love the banter aspect, but nowhere near, in my opinion.
Yeah,
definitely.
I didn't
not
see
as
the
a winger.
typical Hazard comparisons, which is like, come on, please. You don't need that. But that's calm. I'll leave him in meaty. Northside. You got the owner of the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Nicholas Jackson. Where would you like to put Nico Jackson?
Maybe.
That's fair. I mean, I'm a bit biased. I put him in solid, but solid to meaty, I kind of understand. Especially with the first half of the season.
I actually think he will come good in some way, bro. I think there's a good footballer there. He can't finish to save his life, but like he's a good footballer from what I've seen. He has got something about him. I'll give him his flowers for that. But
he's been great since AFCON. But first half of the season, I get it.
Well, I can understand Meady, to be honest, because he has missed some big chances for you, man. But I think there is a decent player in there, to be honest with you. Like, he's not.
Oh yeah, Jeff, I don't think anybody is discounting the fundamentals that he's had, but in terms of the season, missed quite a few chances. His awareness in the box hasn't been great. First touch has been poor at times, but he's progressed. He's got better as the season's gone. So either one, a solid or meaty, I wouldn't have really tried to fight too much against. Yeah, I think meaty's calm. Staffy, you got SpongeBob. Where you putting Sabozo?
Listen, bro, this guy is Bruno with a better dentist. Okay, he's Bruno. Put this guy in flop, bro. This guy, bro. Listen,
this is the Staffy we know and love.
Listen, bro. Better be you can if this was based on who's better looking, yeah, he's better looking than Bruno. I put him up there in signing of the season. But all this guy has on Bruno is better looks. This guy is absolutely a flop, bro. He came in with what, 70 million. He was supposed to be their main man in the midfield. And we're talking about Endo, Mac Allister being better signings than him. Come on, bro. Have some shame, bro. This guy, listen, I thought Bruno was one of a kind. Honestly, just watch this guy. I want people to watch him next time he plays. Just think of Bruno when you watch him. I want you to watch how many times he launches the ball. That's all he does, bro. He has a decent strike on him. That's it, bro. That's it.
Nah,
I'm telling you, I swear, bro. He's Bruno with a dentist. This guy's a flop, bro.
He's definitely a flap. He's trash. He's a Hungarian flipping John Travolta. That's what he is. That's what
they told me he's a Hungarian Gerrard, bro. I thought Liverpool fans respect Gerrard.
Yeah, that was criminal what our fans.
How's the Hungarian Gerrard? I thought you respect Gerrard. I thought Gerrard was a good player. There's no way you're saying he's the Hungarian Gerrard. And this is what I see from him every game.
John
Bro, this guy
Travolta,
got bodied by not McTominay, sorry, by Menu when we went to Anfield. And Menu's meant to be the 18-year-old. Come on, bro. Have some respect.
It's
Doesn't
weird
have
one
to-
with him because he started off the first 3 months of the season. He was actually good. Like, I don't know what it was since the Forest home game. I always remember it. Forest home game at the end of October. We won 3-0. He got like 2 assists or 3 assists or whatever. Played really well. Since then, he's been so ass, bro. And I've been calling him out ever since then. Yeah, I've been calling him out ever since then. But all you get from our fans is, oh, he's not been that bad. Oh, he's playing in the Endo role. He's covering for Trent. All of this stuff, bro. Then give him his. Then why was he performing before that? So at least criticize him for what he's done since then. There's a reason why he gets hooked off for Elliot after 60 minutes. Pretty much every single game he plays, he gets hooked off for Elliot. So I could understand flop because right now he doesn't. He costs 60. I think it was 60 mil. But he doesn't get in our best midfield at the moment if they're all fit. Our best midfield is probably Endo, Jones, and Mac Allister. The fact he doesn't even get in our best midfield shows that he's definitely nothing above Meady. I'd argue Meady or flop, but I can understand the flop because the only reason why I'd question flop a little bit is because first 3 months of the season he was actually really good, but since then, my word, he's been so bad, bro. So
How much did you buy him
bad.
for?
60 mil.
Nah, I'm sure it was.
And Elliot's better than him. Elliot's way above him, bro.
Elliot. He gets hooked off at Elliot every game.
Just saying he's gone backwards as the season's progressed, though. That's the difference.
100%.
At least
He's
with
one
the
that
likes of
started off well,
Caicedo
but
and
it's just
Endo,
gone
we're saying they've
backwards.
improved.
Yeah, like he's the one who started off like a house on fire, but then has just gone backwards completely. Like, I don't know what's happened to him, bro. Like, I genuinely don't. I don't even think it's anything tactical because people are saying, oh, it was he's playing in the Hendo role, but like he was playing in that same role and performing in the first bit of the season. So what's the excuse now? Like, honestly, the way he gives the ball away sometimes as well. Oh my word, he's been so bad since October, bro. Just, I've been calling him out ever since then, and get called negative and stuff, but I just calling out what I see in it. That's what it is.
Being toxic and negative. Negative.
Yeah, you gotta remember, smile, be happy, and sing Three Little Birds, man. Sing Three Little Birds. Big up to CFC Bents, by the way, saying put Jackson in great transfer. Say less. I'm fine with that. Nicholas Jackson moves up to great transfer. This is so unbelievably Chelsea biased. But hey, we gotta respect the super chat, man. We gotta respect the super chat. It is what it is. Who's next? Is it Jan? I think Jan's next. Jan's next. You've got Van der Ven. Where are you putting Van der Ven?
To be honest, I don't really know. I've not really watched. I think he's been, from what I've heard, because I haven't really watched Tottenham too much. He's been solid from what I've heard, I would say. I don't know how great he's been. I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of football outside of City this season because I've literally not had time. So yeah, Jacob, you might want to move him around. But from what I've seen myself, he's been solid. I don't know where you want to put him.
I would say great transfer. I think he's been prolific. I think he's been transformational for our back line. It's just he had that injury, and then he's now missed another game with that same hamstring. So a little worried about the hamstring, but when he's out there, he's a great transfer. His recovery pace allows us to play that high line, allows Ainge to play the way he wants to play. You see what happens. He moves out of the 11. We win 4-0 versus Villa, and then you take Van de Ven out, we lose 3-0 to Fulham. So I just think it's not a direct response to him not being there, but his recovery pace is transformational. It's honestly pivotal to what we're trying to do with Ainge Postecoglou's philosophy, in my opinion. So I would say great transfer, without a doubt.
That's right. Yeah, and you got the final decision. Do you want to keep him in solid?
I won't argue with that. Like I say, when I've seen him, he's been.
Right.
I haven't watched enough games for me to be like, yeah, he's definitely in there.
The way he tackles, anytime he goes to ground, he gets the ball and never touches the man. I've never seen such a clean slide tackler. He's such a, that's what I'm saying is we have Romero who can be clean, can be rash, but he honestly calms down Romero. We have this yin and yang with them two now as far as in the play style of a center back. One's clean, one's a little more rash, and one will rough you up and one will just run circles around you. And anytime we're getting caught in transition, his recovery pace has always been the thing that's bailed us out, in my opinion. So great transfer. The only reason I wouldn't even argue for signing of the season is because he hasn't played the whole season.
I agree. I think he's been a great signing.
So we'll keep him in great. Fata, are you asking for a new category? And also, why are you trying to pull a Chelsea player down? But if you want to do that, that's fine. I don't mind. I'll put him between
That's
solid and
not,
meaty if that's
not
what
a
you're
bad
asking.
idea, because I think there does need to be something between.
Oh yeah, he wants a new one. All right, cool. Give me a sec.
Because meaty's like they've not been good at all, and then solid is like they've been solid the whole season. So players
Look
who are
at this.
like good at
No,
parts, rubbish at other
This-
parts.
Objection. We didn't know about this. We just created a whole new category now.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Meaty should have been.
I
in there.
just keep it the way it was to keep it fair for all the players.
Welcome to the shameless playlist.
I didn't want to change it either, but I gotta respect the
If
super
it
chat.
gets added, everything gets taken away. This is shameless.
Staffy's moving Onana. I can already tell.
Yeah.
He's moving Onana. He's getting ready.
So Lana should have been in solid, but it is what it is. The super chat that comes in, it's not my burner account.
Oh, wait, let me. That should be better. I should know where it's. Oh, I've messed it up now. There we go. That works. Right. So Ryan, you got your favorite Arsenal player, Kai Havertz. So where are you putting him?
Wow. It's a
Yeah,
tough one.
you're
Right, he's not a flop. I'll work it.
Yeah.
I'll work it from the bottom up. He's not a flop. He was a few months ago, but he's not now. To be fair to him, he's not been injured. Meaty. You know what? Mess probably helped me out. You know, that new character. I would actually put him in that personally, like because he started off the season really badly, and when you think of the money, man, he was really bad. But then since then, he has improved a lot. To be fair, he scored some key goals. You look at the last game against Brentford, winning goal for them late on. I think he's scored one against Brentford late on earlier in the season as well. I might be wrong, but yeah, like. But then there are still times when you watch him and you just think you forget he's playing at times. To be honest with you, when I watch him sometimes, but then he has been. His stats are okay. Yeah, it's just meh. Like I don't know.
I would have put
whether
him
I'd
in
go
meaty, but fair enough.
I think recently because of his form recently, he probably deserves to go slightly above meaty. I would have gone solid or meaty, but now the mech category has made it a bit easier. I'd probably go that, to be honest. Yeah.
Fair. Northside, what do you think? You think he's sharp from flop to meh? Or
Flop.
what would you think?
Flop.
Wow.
Flop.
There's
Our third highest signing in my club's history, and you only get me 8 goals in 27 appearances. Yeah, you go missing against Porto in both legs.
New
Nah,
category.
bro, we're not here with the purple patch. We got enough purple patch players. I'm sorry, until he proves me wrong. Nah, rubbish touch, runs slow, isn't clinical, and I don't forget we're talking about the whole entirety of the season. We've been carrying this guy for like 20 games, bro. And now because he's scoring now when we're winning games, people are now trying to say with but he's doing good. Nah. We carried you for 20 games, bro. We carried this bum. You know what I'm saying? So not for me. And playing as a striker is not clinical enough either. So if Lacazette wasn't deemed good enough at 14 goals, we'll see if he even reaches 14 goals. I don't think he will. As a striker, not good enough for 65 M's. 65
I think
M's. You know?
Arsenal fans really just want to wish a good player into him because one thing I say to everyone who asks me about Havertz now he's performing better. You might would still be in a title race with or without him. You might would still be in this conversation. So I don't really think he's moved the needle. I would say I would move him up to meaty just because now he's not been complete dog wank. But the bar's in hell. The bar's really in hell, but hey, we can leave him in meh. That's
You're
fine.
facting
That's
what you
fine.
just said, though, Lewis. Real quick, you said would be here regardless. That's a fact because last season when we got Jesus injured towards this time of the season, we were still 8 points clear, and we had Trossard through the middle. So Trossard can do that job. He did it last season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So facts, man. Listen, you can have him back, yeah, for free. I don't even care
Nope.
about the money. Just have him.
Nope. The one bit of peace I have right now is that he's not at my club and I don't have to deal with his simp army. God forbid if that comes back, I might actually just give up on football as a whole. Jacob, you probably have a very easy one. You got Lavia. Where you putting Lavia, bro?
Injured. I don't even think he's played a game. That's easy, right?
No,
I
yeah,
think
he had
Chelsea fan
one
can correct me.
30-minute cameo against Crystal Palace. It was sensational.
made the
So much
start?
forward passing. No, he came off the bench. He came off the bench.
Hey man, I love
Look,
Lavia. I really do.
yeah, I
love him.
liked him last year at Southampton. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah, he's really, really good. Really good player. I would have kept him at City if I could have. If it was up to me.
I would have bought him at
Yeah,
Tottenham
now
as well.
Lavia is just someone you try and look for on the bench during games. Like, oh, there's Lavia. Oh, there he is. Oh, glad to see you're still alive.
Rally the troops,
Nice.
man. Make you feel better. You see him out there, you know?
Yeah, so I just remember he exists and he's not just a lifestyle or something or a way of living. Cam, well, welcome back onto the show. We'll give you Gvardiol. Where you putting Gvardiol, bro?
Can you hear me, yeah?
Isn't that?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Nah, yeah. No, Lewis, don't worry about all this tier list shit, yeah? I've got beef with you, fam. How dare you, yeah?
Oh,
How
here we
fucking
go.
dare you change my picture to Ryan, fam? How fucking dare you? At least let it be Jan or Northside or Staffy. You changed it to Mr. 499, bruv. This is unacceptable.
Oh, we're
blood.
doing the show.
And this whole show,
You're in my
this
spot.
whole
You're
show,
in my
I have
spot.
not heard no Ryan slander. Big up Ryan, by the way. But I've heard no Ryan slander, bruv. What is going on? This is not shameless. Jan, you're letting the team down, bruv.
But to be fair, he's not said anything crazy today.
I've been very
I don't care,
sensible and
bruv. This is
logical in
shameless,
my,
bruv. This is shameless FC, fam. And
I feel like Ryan saves all his shamelessness for when the super chats roll through on Troops.
no.
TV. That's when he really
Listen, because
gets
the whole
No,
week, you've been in that shameless chat, yeah. You've been in that chat, yeah. The whole week, this guy has been chatting.
Yeah,
Tagging
you think
me, tagging
when I
Jan,
see him trying to
this and
troll
that.
Caicedo or Havertz, I just ignore him. I don't respond.
I see you
Why
Ryan,
rise to it?
smiling in the corner, bruv. But big up everyone.
learned-
Big up everyone. Big up.
I learned not to rise to the bait because Ryan really tries to throw a lot of bait out there. Don't
I know,
bite.
man. I know, man.
I got
Let someone else
that same
bite.
thing yesterday in the Liverpool group chat. Why do people?
Oh,
say
what?
this
Of trying to
thing?
bait people? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why.
I have no idea why, personally.
You're a walking fisherman, bro. Just every day, just trying to catch fish. Nope, not me,
But who
bro.
have I got? Sorry. Who have I got? Sorry.
You got Gvardiol.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
flop.
Kovacic or Gvardiol?
Flop.
I don't know.
No,
I don't care.
Gvardiol.
This is shameless. Flop.
Isn't Gvardiol further down?
Oh no, that's Kovacic.
No,
That's
yeah.
Kovacic.
Is that Kovacic?
The fifth
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Flop.
Oh, okay, cool. He's still putting Kovacic.
Well, I think
in
flop's
That's
a bit
fine.
harsh.
That's a
Man,
bit
shut
hard.
up. This is shameless. Flop.
Nah, he's been alright to be fair.
I've
Nah.
got men.
Yeah. This is shameless FC. Flop. You know this. You know what this channel is. This is shameless FC. Flop.
Listen, move Declan Rice down to injured man.
Yeah. Brav. You ain't even got another City player up there. First. You know, don't worry about it.
Oh shit! Who else is rolling through? Fucking hell! Oh shit! Steve's here. Oh, big up, Steve.
No, what's good? Sorry, I'm late. Christ.
Look,
I no worries. You were next up anyway, so it's
Do you know what?
perfect.
Yeah, no. Unshamelessly, I'd probably put Kovacic as solid or great signing.
Solid.
But
Great.
shamelessly,
Nah,
whoa! Why are you moving him, bruv? I didn't say
You
move
just
him.
said you put him in solid.
No, I said unshamelessly. Yeah, this is what like.
Unshamelessly.
Yeah. But yeah. So, but yeah.
He'll be
Well done,
important.
Steve.
He will be important for Man City these coming weeks. He'll be very important because that Newcastle game, we couldn't get the ball off him. We could not get the fucking football off of him. So,
Yeah, but he's a
Kovacic,
flop still.
he's not a flop. Not a
He's
flop.
an ex-Chelsea player. He's a City player. He's a flop. Is what it is.
I mean, in your world, yeah.
Like
that's-
Robert Chelsea.
Look, here's the thing.
Just because-
and
just
Ryan,
because of
and
that
Ryan was
comment.
talking about this, and Ryan was talking about this in the group chat. Ryan was talking about this in the group chat the other day about Kovacic is in Gundo. No one is saying that he is. You know why they bought Mateusz Nunes, Kovacic, and they have Rodri? Because those three players together, all of them have qualities that Gundogan had, right? So Gundogan can score clutch goals. Rodri can. Who can control the pace of games and keep the ball ticking? Both Nunes and Kovacic. Nunes is a bit younger as well, so I think they'll be fine, to be honest, Man City. I still have them winning the league, so that's just me.
That's fair.
All right, cool. We're gonna stick with you, Steve. You got
whatever.
Brennan Johnson. Are you putting BJ? Pause.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, flawless one.
This guy
That's why I said pause. That's why I said pause.
bro. Jesus Christ.
No, you can't say pause no more. It's no Diddy. It's no Diddy.
No Diddy,
He
no
scored a
Diddy.
few tap-ins, so I'll go with Meaty, I guess. I mean, fucking hell. Yeah, this guy's
Yeah,
level
really.
was Nottingham Forest. This guy's level was Nottingham Forest. Actually, wait, how much did they pay for him? Hold on.
50 mil. Put him
50
in
mil.
flop, bro.
Take that into consideration, right?
I don't know how he's lower than Kai Havertz when he's done exactly what I've heard Kai Havertz do well.
That's right. And I said for Kai Havertz to be a flop alongside Johnson. Both of them can snuggle up in the flop zone.
Hey, that
I'm
was
fine with that,
Ryan's pick.
but if Kai Havertz is on meh, I think Brennan Johnson needs to be meh as well.
No, he's definitely not meh.
I have got a question for Northside, yeah, because he's a fellow Gooner, yeah, and he's a fellow Gooner like me, yeah. Northside, yeah. When you heard the first time you heard Kai Havertz comparisons to Dennis Bergkamp, what was your first reactions, please?
Everything I've been thinking that my fan base is finished, isn't it?
Because you know what? That's the guy that got me to support Arsenal, wasn't it? Yeah. So when this
I wonder how many
pagan ass fan base are calling Kai Havertz a great player or a great signing, yeah, this absolute shambles of a man, this donkey ass loving man, yeah, no pun intended. Pause. No Diddy, whatever. I don't give a fuck. This prick, yeah, this fucking overpaid, but I'm not even gonna go into it. But these man will tell you when I found out the wages he was on. Oh my lord, I lost it on stream, bro.
Highest earner in the league, bro.
Protecting the value. Protecting the value.
But sorry, I just needed to ask Northside because I know he's a fellow Gooner like me, fam. So
Yeah.
No worries.
There you go.
I understand. Uniting the confusion over that dumb transfer, but again, thank you. You I want to say you cured my club of cancer. You cured my club of one of numerous STDs. I'll say that. I think that works. Like we got rid of the chlamydia, but we still have herpes. So one problem solved. Another.
Yeah, Brennan Johnson is meaty, and that's just because he scored a few tap-ins.
He has 10 GA, which is more than a lot of other wingers in the league, and I would say
Sure.
constitutes at least a meh.
Yeah, more than like Jacob Murphy. Wow, congrats. Pat yourself on the back.
Not
Brennan
just
Johnson.
Jacob Murphy. I could
Yeah,
pull out
who
the
else?
extensive list, but that would be pretty boring.
Or like Anthony. Oh yeah, you're right, Anthony.
I mean, if
He's
you
got
look at
more-
across all top 5 leagues in the world, it's more than
How many
a lot of
goals
the
is-
wingers that we've
how
been
many-
linked with
wait,
as well.
How many goals? How many
Nico
Man,
goals
always
Williams,
does
he
he
has
have?
more
when
GA
the
than
player's
Nico
dead.
Williams does in the league.
Man, always have to do this when the player's dead. When the player's dead, we have to be doing all of this.
Give it up,
All
Jake.
I'm saying is
You
I'm
know he's
comparing
crap.
him to his constituaries. And if Kai Havertz is at meh, Brennan Johnson is at least a meh as well.
Both of them should be at flop.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that too.
one
Wherever
move.
Kai Havertz is, Brennan Johnson should be there.
they
That's all
should
I'm
do.
saying.
Hey, Lewis, do me a
Fair
favor,
enough.
yeah. Do me a
Fair enough.
favor, if you can, just open up a whole new fucking section of say waste of fucking money. That's it.
Hey, if someone
That is it.
super chats it, we'll run it. But for now, Yerps has said get Shy Havertz in flop, Nico solid, Van der Ven solid. Brother, you can only pick one.
Van de Ven
for
should
a
be
super
great
chat.
transfer.
But let me
By
know
the
which
way,
one
Van
you
de
want to
Ven-
pick.
Van de Ven for me, by the way, has been Spurs player of the season.
Yerps, you don't have to super chat, but let me know which one of
He
the
was
three
injured
you're
for 3
picking and
months,
we'll run
wasn't he?
with.
Huh?
Wasn't he injured for like 2 months?
I think so, yeah. But even
I
then,
think
I
it's
still
longer
I'd
than
think
probably
2
say
months.
Vicario.
I think it was like 3
or
months.
actually, yeah.
I say
By the
Vicario.
And
way,
he just got injured again.
By the way,
Yeah.
I went to the Italy Ecuador game yesterday. That's why I got home at 2 a.m. and just woke up now. He in training, this guy was a monster, yo. And Vicario, like Zaniolo was taking shots at him. He was making save after save after save, and freaking who was it? DiMarco was taking some crazy shots on him, and it was like, bro, like Vicario, I was very impressed. I was already, very impressed with him at Empoli and Spurs, but when I saw him in real life yesterday, I was like, bro, this guy is a monster. Yo.
Don't say that in front of Jacob, bro.
Okay,
he
I'll
might
move
get
Havertz to
excited.
flop.
You might get
Don't worry.
excited, Staffy.
Vicario,
Bro, you just have to-
Sicario. Yes,
There
that's
we go.
right.
Just so say
Vicario.
Vicario, man.
My
But
guy.
yeah,
Vicario,
he's a stud.
Sicario. That's my
He is
guy.
a stud.
Oh yeah.
He is a stud. Well, I saw him first before you, so you can hold that, Jacob.
Right,
That's all
TJ
real
says
life
Endo to
before you
signing of the season. Let me just
Yeah,
rise
I'll take
Endo
that.
up
I'll take that. I'll
quickly.
take that, man.
Now I got
Really?
Endo, Gusto, and Wright.
Didn't Gusto sign last year?
Yes,
Um,
he signed from Lyon, and then they loaned him for the
Yeah.
the second half of the season, and then in the summer he arrived.
So
to Chelsea.
technically, he should be in this list.
see, I only just realized that now, but it's too late. So Gusto's staying.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no,
Hey,
no.
hey, Cam, I'm
No,
gonna,
no,
I'm
you
gonna,
knew
I'm
what
gonna
you was
steal one of
doing,
your,
man.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna steal
yeah,
one of your
yeah.
lines.
You're a
What
Chelsea
show are
fan,
we
man.
on?
Don't
What's the
tell me
name of
you're
the
not
show?
a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, Cam.
No,
When did he
What's
make
the
his
name of the
Chelsea-
show?
When did he make his Chelsea debut?
I don't care.
We couldn't
That's what I'm
judge
saying. Take him out, man.
We couldn't
I said
judge him.
Dom
though.
to great transfer, dip in form due to fatigue.
I'm not.
Okay,
Fatigue,
fair
what
enough.
fatigue?
Sabozo goes up to.
I
What do you
love.
say?
I
Good
like.
transfer? Yeah, he's
Bro,
great
as a
transfer.
Hungarian, I'm happy that we have one in the Premier League. But like, yeah, he's been average at best, and most of the time poor since October, November.
Yeah, since October he's
I
been
want
ass.
his transfer to work out because, like I said, I love.
I heard he was the next Stevie G. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that was stupid when people were saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
Hungarian Gerrard." I was like, "That's crazy, bro."
Yeah, I'm not moving too early with that one. Who do we have next? I think it's me. Oh, we got Beetlejuice. All right, cool. Doku and drop down to flop. I failed the James test, man. Failed the Gusto test.
He will be very good.
But that Chelsea game at the bridge killed him. That game at the bridge killed him. He still ain't recovered. So he's staying in flop. He's staying in flop.
He will be very good in coming seasons, though. He has the talent.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
has the
like-
talent.
He'll develop. He'll improve his
I
decision
know
making.
Jan is fuming at me right at this point. Why did
Cam,
you do that? Why did
try
you
come out and back in. Your mic's bugging. Your mic's bugging.
Yeah, it's sounding crazy.
His mic's bugging like Doku in the final third, man.
Fuck's sake.
Listen,
Right.
you in Anfield, and then you won't be chatting. That's
Hey
it.
man, he was busy doing kung fu
I
at
said
Anfield. but he
£2
got away
1
with it,
pence
allow it, man.
just to outvote him. Fatta, big up, my guy. SpongeBob back to flop. So Sabozo's dropped back down. Big up to my G Fatta. I literally just outbid him by a penny. Arsene Wenger in disguise. Big up to my guy. Big up to my guy, Fatta. Right. Speaking of Arsenal, Northside, you got Timber. Although again, I feel like it's a bit of a
Injured.
straightforward one.
Yeah.
Sign of the
just
season.
straight to injured. Staffy. Now you got Gvardiol. Now Gvardiol's been brought in.
Gvardiol, has to be a flop.
What?
100 mil.
Nah.
I say meaty. I say meaty.
crazy.
I was gonna put him in meaty, but here's the thing: 100 million, and you're not even playing him in his best position. He's been shifted to left back.
So it sounds like not his fault, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but when we put in flop, it's not necessarily just the player's fault. Like you could be a flop because the manager's misusing you.
You know what it is actually? Yan. Actually, yeah. Talk about it first, and then I'll speak.
No, I was just gonna say he's
Is
been
that
decent.
better, by the way? Is that better?
I wouldn't put him
No,
in. Like,
still
Really?
breaking.
I'll come back in.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think,
it's gone, Jan.
yeah, I wouldn't put him in great transfer because I don't think he's up there yet. But I think he has been solid. He's been all right. I think a lot of people haven't watched him, because he does all right. He does a good job. There was a game of the last game I went to watch at the Etihad. He was my man of the match.
Yeah.
Came Akanji. Akanji's been one of our best defenders. But if you ask people to rank him that aren't City fans, they're going to put Akanji low down. But he's actually been really, really good.
I think that's the
think
best
that-
one, yeah.
Yeah, he's been their best defender, Akanji.
I say Kanji's the best one, yeah.
Akanji's a stud. Man.
So I'm saying 100 million, and you're not even being used to the strengths.
Well, but that's what
100
Pep.
million, and he
Yeah,
didn't even get into their
Isn't that
strongest
what
back
Pep
four.
does? Isn't that what Pep does with all of his players? He makes
Oh,
them do
something like that.
uncomfortable things in their first season.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what Ainge is doing with Brennan Johnson, Steve, but he's still a meaty.
Brennan
Well, yeah,
Johnson
that's
doesn't
because
have
they don't
Brennan
have
talent
Johnson,
like
talent.
Brennan
Gvardiol.
Johnson play left wing. Brennan Johnson play right wing. We've
That's
put him
because
in
I don't
different
see
positions.
much
problem with
talent
Wig-
in Brennan
Yeah,
Johnson.
but Steve Wig-
personally. I see
Steve, forget about
talent in
next
those four
season.
players, though.
We're judging Gvardiol
It's just-
on this season as a whole, just this season, not.
I
what
rate
he's gonna do in the
Gvardiol
future
higher
at the
than
end
what
of
he's
the
been
day.
doing this season, which is what I'm saying
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
flop. Like I have higher expectations to him. This is not me dissing him for the player that he is.
Yeah.
He
He's
just
definitely
hasn't been good.
underwhelming. He's at the least.
I think he's been
Definitely
bad.
for the hype where he walked in.
Their whole
when he walked
backline hasn't been
into.
good this year, so I need to just
Yeah.
call it
Yeah.
out and say they haven't been good. They conceded too
Yeah,
many
that's
goals
fair.
than they should be.
And you know what's crazy?
Agree.
They'll still win one of those two big ones, probably. Champs or
Yeah.
Prem.
Probably.
They'll
And
probably
it's not
still
because of
win.
their defense this season. It's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
because
yeah.
of other areas on the
Is
pitch.
it better now?
It's because they're just so much
Yeah,
better
that's
than
good,
everyone
bro.
else. Yeah.
I would also say I remember distinctly Brennan Johnson also turning around Josko Gvardiol as well. So I don't think he's been great. I would agree with Staffy. I would say Gvardiol either flop or meaty because he's not been good.
Yeah.
But his expectations were very high. I mean, $100 million center back. Everyone wanted him in the summer. Every Spurs fan was twerking for him, so myself included. And I can't even
Bro.
move like that. But I was definitely moving for Josko Gvardiol, so
Jacob
expectations were
twerking in
very
the
high.
dog.
We've got all of the City signings in flop. You know, that's mental.
Yo, that's crazy.
Because they
I don't
look
think
better.
Kovacic
I
should
think that
be
makes
there.
sense.
I don't
Jesse's
think- I think
window
it
really
makes sense,
fell
though,
under the
but
radar, you
They
know.
haven't gotten better, though. That's the thing. These signings haven't came in and improved
Yeah,
Manchester
no, I
City.
agree.
Yeah.
So I think it
agree.
makes sense that they would all be in flop.
I'd put Kovacic in like above that in it.
I think
the
Kovacic
other
should
three,
be
I think,
solid.
are flops.
I mean, I've been very
Same,
consistent
same,
with my
yeah.
criterias. I've been using the price tag
Hey,
compared
unless
to
someone
the
super
output.
chat, keep it in flop.
No, we won't move him. Obviously, we're gonna respect that you put him there
Oh, say
unless the
that,
super
say
chat
that,
does
say that,
something.
say
But I'm
that.
just saying, if I'm being honest, since we're talking about City players, Kovacic has came in on what 25 million only,
Yeah.
and he's actually been one of their best midfielders. He just
Yeah.
the thing about him, he doesn't chop down trees. Like you don't see Kovacic scoring screamers or whatever, so he goes under the
But
radar.
sometimes he does, you know. When he does score, he scores screamers. Kovacic.
But that's what I'm
Yearly
saying.
screamer.
He doesn't score a lot of goals, so people don't
Yeah.
notice him. There's a lot of players
Yeah.
when they don't have GA to stand out in the highlights. You know, when you're watching Match of the Day and all that, they don't know what they do. You know, Kovacic for me, there's a reason why Kovacic came on for De Bruyne against Liverpool. It's because they couldn't
Yes.
control the midfield. Why do you think he
Yeah.
brought on
Control
Kovacic?
the game.
And Kovacic came on and they actually shifted the game towards that.
Yeah, they
I
actually
think
got a bit
Kovacic
better
is
at
a little bit.
Kovacic-
Really good.
You can't.
Kovacic
You
has
can't
been good ball
it's very
carrier.
hard. It's very hard to knock Kovacic off the ball because he's powerful. He's got a big frame, paws. He's one of those big men. Like, you know, he's a really good player. He's a really good player, Kovacic, and he'll be important for City in the coming months. So
Yeah, I feel like it's more just standard with Guardiola signings where they usually take a bit more time to adjust. First season's always a bit up and down for them, but second season's where you'll probably see Doku and Kovacic
Doku
starts feeling a bit more comfortable.
for sure, Doku, man, because people are saying
But for
crazy
now,
things about
Banpo
Doku.
run.
People are saying crazy things about Doku, and I agree, he hasn't been good this season. But I've seen that kid play for Rennes, and he was unbelievable. His biggest problem was staying fit at Rennes, but he's got talent. He has some very good talent. But yeah, Pep, he's a posh ASM under a very good coach, so he'll be fine. He'll be fine, Doku. But yeah.
Someone asked the name of the site. I'm going to drop it in the chat just for you guys as well. You can do your own little best and worst if you guys want to. Big up to T-Man, saying 5 GNA against a Bournemouth super team that got a clean sheet at Old Trafford. Oh my goodness. Although like we tried to protect the point against them, so
Yes,
let me not
big up-
say too much.
big up to
Put my
T-Man.
bro
Back up.
Doku in the great transfer.
T-Man, let me tell you something about T-Man. T-Man doesn't rate United, but he just bragged about them getting a clean sheet on Old Trafford. Okay, T-Man. That's great logic there. Now go ask T-Man what does he think about United. He's going to say United is shit. But bragging about a clean sheet.
Let us know,
is a
T-Man.
plus. Yeah. Great
We
logic.
got George as well saying lock BJ and flop and throw away the key useless player. Hey, tell us how you really feel, my friend. But don't worry, Flop FC has pulled in one more
Hold that,
player,
Jacob. Hold that.
Brennan
we'll get-
Johnson.
Bro,
The
hey,
first Tottenham
what did
player,
I say?
man.
I want him next to Kai Havertz, and he's sitting right there.
There
on
you
the
go,
same
then.
shelf.
You got your wish.
God.
Can you actually
Right,
move Kai Havertz next to him so Jacob can be?
Yeah, you know
I'm
what?
ready.
Let me do that.
Yeah, let them.
There you go. Nope. There you go.
It's beautiful.
2 donkeys.
Uh,
Right, who picked Gvardiol, by the way? I forgot.
So yeah,
Oh,
You put Palmer in this.
Yeah, Palmer's next. Big up Safe
Oh,
Vanessa saying put that Beetlejuice gritty merchant back in flop. It was all fun and games against Bournemouth, but failed against the Shed Boys. Big facts. I think he has outvoted him as well. So Doku returns to the flop section after about 30 seconds. Big
Yeah,
up.
hold
So,
that, yeah.
Staffy, you picked Gvardiol, right?
Yeah, Yan is next.
All right, Jan, you got proper City, Cole Palmer, Young
That's
Player of the Year.
after you Chelsea fans keep putting my boy in flat. That's an interesting one. But I'm not actually a
Which
hater.
one have I put in
remember
flop?
that, yeah, remember what Lewis done, yeah?
No,
God,
I'm not actually a
Okay.
hater. I think Cole Palmer's actually been a great transfer for
Yes.
Chelsea, considering how how he's been one of their best players. To be fair, so yeah, I could be a hater and put him in flat.
Oh, shit.
You know what? We appreciate your honesty, Jan. And we also appreciate the transfer. Like, you have genuinely saved my football club from relegation. Big up to Andrew saying Nico Jackson to signing of the season. Time for chaos. Let's go. Let's go. You know what that deserves as well? That deserves a little Nico Jackson. Let's go. Nico Jackson up to signing of the season.
There's too much
Love to
blue
see it.
players up there, bro. I don't like that.
Hey, transfer kings, man. You already know. That's our only
Look,
remaining
they have-
gimmick.
Really, did
Look,
I
they
push
have
that out of
5
my memory? Did
players.
Nicholas Jackson really hit the Sui at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium when he hit the hat trick?
Yeah, man. Yeah, wait. You didn't see it?
I forgot. I forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie. That whole that's tough.
That was tough.
What, one of
like
the
that.
5 good moments of the season. Second only to that
I
resounding
remember it
3-2
now,
victory
'cause I was
against
like-
Newcastle.
I remember thinking that he just ran out of celebrations. You know, in FIFA, when you only know 2 of your favorite celebrations, you score that third. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
what's
he
the
was
stock?
either
a stock
touches the badge,
celebration?
does a knee slide, or does the sue. It's one of the 3. Or he just shushes anything within a 10-mile radius. You only get one of the 4 with him. But
He was
Nico
motivated
Jackson
that day.
up to
Yeah.
signing of the season. Beautiful scenes. I could happily just end it here and be happy. Who's next? Ryan, you have Vicario. Where are you putting Vicario?
I don't know which one the top 2. He's definitely top 2. I don't know which
Yeah.
one. The thing is, I would have actually maybe put him signing the season up until maybe a couple of months. But I feel he's gone down a little bit recently.
His
So
Spurs
I'd
is
probably say
definitely
great
best.
transfer.
How much did he cost, though? We have to
I
put
don't
that
know
in
how much he
consideration
cost, to
because
be
we
fair.
did that with Caicedo.
17 million.
Oh,
17 million.
Ooh.
I was the only person who saw a game of this player. Let's be honest.
Oh, I
I'm
watched
not-
all
I
of
believe
Empoli
you.
last season. I was an
17
Empoli
mil.
man last
That's
season.
a
Let me
good
tell
point,
you.
actually. Because when we were doing it earlier, we weren't talking
Caicedo.
transfers. But if you think how much Declan Rice cost, you would expect him to be brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Because he did cost a
Yeah, he's
fortune.
signing of the season.
So if you look at it like that, you can argue somebody that costs a lot less would be that signing of the season.
Any one of us at our
The-
clubs, if we spent 17 million on a player and they were top 2, and we would take that.
Not to mention
The
Steve,
only
he actually
reason-
revolutionized the way they play football. Sorry, Jacob.
Sweeper.
Yeah, because look at what Lloris used to do compared to him. Lloris was never a goalkeeper that you could build from the back with him. And now you
Yes.
brought him
Oh, you
a
could.
nobody for 17
Oh, you
million.
could. It's
No,
just
that's
ain't
what I'm
gonna
saying.
end well.
That's what I'm saying. You guys got rid of your De Gea. That was Lloris for you guys. He was so bad on the ball. This guy's not only been preventing you guys from conceding all these chances, all these goals. He's been massive when it comes to the build-up. So for 17 million, 100%, he's your best signing of the season, in my opinion.
I would agree with that as well. When you look at every match where we have gotten a result, Vicario has had multiple saves in the first half that has kept us alive and kept us with the ability to keep going and attacking. Because honestly, even Luton, he was getting saves. And we're coming up against Luton. When we're playing bottom half, top half, he's keeping us in every single match. Win, lose, or draw, he has had a part in every single one of those results. And I don't actually blame him for all them goals conceded. The set piece thing is the only thing that I could really say, wow, I was really disappointed with the fact that he got bodied 3 matches in a row on set pieces and everyone kept dunking on him. Now we have improved that. We put more people between him and the opposition. But at the same time, I just think 17 mil, he's been absolutely transformative to our squad. We would not be where we are in the table if we did not have Vicario back there, in my opinion.
Yes.
All right, so Ryan, what were you saying? Are we going great or signing of the season?
Thing is,
Or do you want to be edgy and put him in flop? Let me know.
No, he's definitely one of the top two. I can't pick which one because Declan Rice is there because he deserves to be. The other three are there because of super chats, even though they well, Gusto and Endo have been very good, but they're only in there because of super chats. So
What I would say is you ask any Tottenham fan ever or on any platform, you say who's our signing of the season?
oh, he's definitely your.
It'll
signing
be
of
a
the season.
it'll
There's
be
no
a
doubt about
unanimous Vicario. So I'm just saying it. Just trying to help sweeten the deal for you there, Ryan. As far as who would be agreeing with you, myself would be included.
And definitely, he's definitely been your player of the season as well, in my opinion. I've said that before, but
Considering the people that are in there with Declan Rice, I think you could put him inside of the season. To be fair, I think it's been.
yeah, but like I said, the other people in there with him, with Declan Rice,
Oh, God damn it, Ryan, just
they're not
pick
because
one.
they deserve to be there.
Yeah, but you can look at him
I
as
feel like
Spurs'
delegating
signing of the
this
season.
one.
God.
You
I
can
feel
look
like
at him as
delegating
Spurs'
this
signing
one,
of the
you
season,
know?
Ryan. That's an easier way to look at
Man's
it.
comfy on the fence with this one.
Just pick one.
I'm delegating it. I can't pick one. Genuinely, it's too
Man
hard.
said
this one.
delegating it.
Signing of the
Just
season.
pick a
He's
category,
$17
bro.
million.
You're not going to be shot if you pick
The
the
fact-
wrong one.
All right, because of the price tag, I'll go signing of the season.
Thank you.
All right, cool, man. We're going to kill you for it. It's all good. Big up to
Really
Yerp
hard,
saying,
bro.
just for us saying Cole is a great transfer and not signing of the season, relegate Beetlejuice to a new category. Gusto's pocket. No peace, only problems. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Give me 1 second. We're going to make another category. Gusto's pocket. And we're gonna drop Doku down there. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Yups. Big up for the donation, as always. Big up to Phineas saying Palmer needs to be right next to Nico. So Palmer's now up for signing of the season. You wouldn't think we're a Chelsea channel, would you? It's insane.
No way.
Oh boy. Right. Ryan, you picked the last one. So Jacob, you're next. You got Hojlund.
Honestly, I like the profile of the striker. I'm gonna say he's a solid signing. I think they need a number 9. I don't think he's the most polished, but he has improved. I think he wasn't getting a whole bunch of service either. So when you're a striker, ask Harry Kane what it's like when you don't have service. Harry Kane has to drop deep and create that service. And that's something that Hojlund will learn if his team fails to build adequate creators around him. But I think the more that he's really gotten into the Premier League, I think he's a solid striker. I don't know if he's great. I don't know if he's bad. But I think the profile of the kind of striker he is a striker that I like. And I would rate him higher than our number 9. So honestly, I would say solid signing. I think it's a very solid signing for Manchester United. It's not great. It's not meh. It's not meaty. I think it's solid. It's something that they can use to build. Because outside of him, who was the other striker? Martial, who's available 20% of a season? That's just not enough.
Try shoehorn Rashford there.
Yeah, and Rashford don't like playing there either. So you got to convince him to play too. So to me, I think he's a solid signing. I think he's not their problem at United. If anything, he's helped them get some results when they shouldn't have.
Yeah. Wait, which one did you say you put him in?
Solid. He's been solid. Yeah.
Look at Northside. He's waiting.
I could afford the Mac category for him, but you know what, Fez? That's
Northside is
really
a complete flop.
I mean, look, he wasn't great in the Prem up until December. Had the great goal scoring campaign in the Champs. I know it didn't obviously work out positioning wise. He did his best though. He did his best in the Champs. It wasn't his fault that they got knocked out of the UCL per se. But yeah, this guy. The guy for me when he was at Atalanta, he should have stayed another season because he didn't establish himself there. So I knew he wasn't going to come right to Manchester United and score right away. But that's the expectation. So yeah, for me, he is a very good player. I've liked him for a few years now at Sturm Graz. I was very impressed. And at Atalanta, he was a bit on and off, but they had Muriel and Zapata there that were playing a bit more than him because of injuries, to be honest. But I've always liked the player. I really, really have, even before he came here. So yeah, he'll be a very good player for years.
Yeah, he just went into a role that was way too big for him. And like
yeah.
he's struggled,
But he's
especially with how
adapted.
poor their build-up play's been in
But
the
he's
first half of the
adapted.
season.
He's adapted, and now when they don't play, when Hojlund isn't there, they don't really do that great. To be honest, their results really suffer. So he's he's easily their best forward, easily.
Where's Jacob gone? We got a special super chat for him. Where's he gone?
Jacob, the super chat is referencing you, Winter Surfer. Big up my guy as always.
Oh
Big
my
up
God.
to Andrew. Saying move Vicario to flop. Just to piss Jacob off.
Vicario.
Aye, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Vicario has
This
now
is a
dropped
guy
from
who
signing
has
of the
a.
season.
This is a guy who has a fucking Marvel character as his profile photo. He's got the same profile. He's got the same thing on a wall of his house. All right. If you're Stan Lee, I accept it. If you're fucking Tom Holland, you play Spider-Man, I accept it. You're Winter Surfer, 40-something-year-old man. No, I don't accept it.
I will see if someone saves Vicario before the end of this stream. Big up to Fata saying, what is this? Nico Jackson, new category stripper? What? You've made another... Wait. I need to know, do you rate Jackson or not? Because you're confusing me today, bro. But appreciate the donation. We're making another category between Matt and Meady. Just for Jackson. Okay. Wait, you wanted stripper. Okay. Oh, is this an Astrid joke?
Oh my God!
Astrid joke.
Yes.
This is because of Astrid. Oh, for goodness sakes, man. Oh, whatever, man. I don't care.
Because of
It's
who?
what it is.
Astrid Wet, the Instagram thought or Twitter thought.
That's a shame. You know me, bro. I gotta respect the super chat. The super chats asked for a new category. Shit, I gotta give a new category. But
Now,
yeah,
can we
I don't
piss
understand
off,
this one at all.
Can we piss off Northside and put Havertz in signing of the season? I'm sure someone out there would be down to do that.
Maybe even great.
I mean, on Havertz, there is what was the super chat on Havertz? £2. So someone could. There wasn't a lot on him.
All right, guys.
But there is
more than £2. More than £2 to piss off Northside. That sounds like, to me, that's a bargain. I'm just saying.
No. Chat's got my back, man. Big up the chat. You know what I mean? Respect the chat. You know what I mean? They know. We're in agreement that Havertz is where it needs to be. Let's move on.
You lot could make a new category for Havertz. It doesn't have to be positive or negative.
Listen, I'm
pick a
just
side,
saying,
my guys. We have one left. I think it's Cam. Cam, you have Petrovic. You got Petrovic.
Stripper.
You know what? I don't even know if strippers are good or a bad thing.
Why are you picking him as stripper, Cam?
No context. It's just because the category's there. Jackson.
Yeah, you know what? Like Fata's opened the floodgates, so you might as well.
But do you know
Might
who
as well.
Astrid Wet is? That is Fata's ex or next wife, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what? I've got no words.
Exactly,
But
Lewis.
I've got no words for this too. Big up to Soliman. Big up to Soliman's gifting out 10 memberships. My brother, appreciate you a lot, man. You've been really helping out the channel over the last few months. Big up to everybody who has received the memberships as well. Big up to my guys. Big up to Andrew saying I'm doubling down on Vicario. Plus your green screen as flange fishing behind you. Plus at least I can grow facial hair. Facial hair.
This first and
Wow.
foremost.
Okay.
I can grow facial hair. It's just not all over my face. You fraud. I can grow a mustache, bare minimum, okay, and a little goatee. Secondly, it's not Ainge
You're in
fishing.
my
He's
boat.
on a kayak. Have you never been on a kayak, you uncultured swine? All right. And then if you can see, that's me. My face is blocking it a little bit, but you can see that's me. I have the lifeguard buoy, and I'm there to catch Ainge if he falls off the kayak. You can't.
Wait,
my name's
what?
covered.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Hang on,
see that.
I have a better photo of it here. There you go.
Oh wait, what's that? Oh, who's that on the right?
That's the guy I started my channel with, Michael.
Oh, fair enough. Big up, Michael. Big up, Michael.
Big up, Michael.
So
get
there was
right.
another
Next time
one.
you want to super chat against me, Surfer, you fraud.
New category, put 250. Palmer to new category. Oppenheimer after signing of the season. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, Pato, you gotta give it up, bro. Not gonna lie. All these new
Oppenheimer.
categories.
He's had a couple drinks, but
Yeah, Fato's
whatever.
doing the
Palmer
most.
goes up to Oppenheimer. Havertz March purple patch after Gusto's pocket. Oh, actually, no, you've already been outvoted because Andrew said send Havertz to signing of the season.
You wasted your
So
money.
yeah, you just got immediately outvoted on that one. Havertz has gone up to signing of the season. Chelsea
hold
fans
that.
in the mud and all of that.
Hold
Johnny
on.
Minerals is fuming as we speak. Oh yeah. Fatter, I forgot. It's Ramadan. My bad, brother. My bad.
Also, Destiny Udogi, I know we bought him last year, but this is his first year in the Premier League. And if we were to put him into this ranking list, I would also say signing of the season, best left back in the league.
Oh my god.
Damn, I missed
How many
somebody.
players are your player of the season, bro? Come on.
Bro, hey, we cooking. Hey, just wait.
It's
We've been
one
in the
player of the
gutter.
season.
We've been in the gutter, but we out here now. We making good signings. That's my point.
I mean, to be fair, you've had one of the better windows out of the top 6 this season. I was gonna say based off this, but this list is just turned into a giant mess.
Hopefully they make Werner permanent.
Yes,
yeah, where's
please.
Werner on this? We should have had
Please.
Werner on this.
Oh yeah, this is summer
Y'all are
only.
frauds. Y'all are frauds.
Like that January window is one of the worst windows we've ever gone through.
Look, if we sign Werner, Levy hasn't changed at all. I have no faith going forward. If we sign Werner, that is a clear implication of where we are going in the future is the same place we've always been. So I'm hoping, it's hope. That's all it is. Ain't no factual basis that Levy's going to change. History will dictate that he's going to sign Werner because, that's a good option on the wing. He can do the job. And I've made the argument whenever we signed him as a loan that we just needed a warm body to get out there and run. And in this system, the wingers aren't asked to do a whole hell of a lot. So you don't have to be individually brilliant. You just got to do what the formation leads you to do. And guess what? He has 4 GA because we make it so damn easy for him. But he is still not good enough. I don't even want him on the bench. Some people say, if he's on the bench, that's a good little option. Bro, we have Brennan Johnson. That's the same damn thing. Why are we going to spend another $16 million on just a wider version of Brennan Johnson from Germany? Fuck the schnitzels. I don't want him.
Wait,
You know what?
UCL experience, though.
You've got your Tottenham back. You
have got your Tottenham back.
Yeah, you gone back to signing at Chelsea.
Yeah, I've got your Tottenham back.
Decent football, no trophies. Same old Tottenham. Fatter, though, apologies, but the previous super chat keeping Endo at signing of the season is higher than this super chat, so I do have to respect that
He's
one.
going to come in with
Endo
a 20 quid
does
super
stay.
chat now. Just know.
The what?
He's going to come in with a 20 quid super chat now just to put Endo to solid. Telling you, man.
Hey, if he wants to, but the previous super chat is still higher than that, so I have to respect that
What
one.
was it
Endo
for
does
Endo?
stay.
Super chat there, Lewis. I think
The previous one was where was
I think
it?
that's done. I think it's done now, Lewis.
No, it's
season.
it was 249, so it is literally 14 pence, but I do still have to be respectful.
Cam, you can hold that.
The fucking sham.
Andrew says I am uncultured and a swine, so just for that, Maddison to Gusto's pocket. Up yours, Billy Ray virus. Fucking hell, bro. Andrew, bro, you have been helping a lot of streamers out over the last few days.
Yeah, except for me. This is the thing. He helping everybody out but me. He's just dragging me through.
Maddison is right there, yeah.
Maddison to Gusto's pocket. No worries. Put Dom in meh. That's fair. Who moved Szoboszlai quickly? Somebody
Nobody.
moved Szoboszlai.
I don't think so.
Now someone put him into.
I think he was in flop already, wasn't he?
No.
Yeah, no, £2 so he has outbid him by a penny. So yeah, he's going up to there. What? Who moved Havertz? Andrew Winter Surfer.
You didn't clock that, bro. You didn't clock that.
Yeah, bro. Havertz got moved up to signing of the season.
Yeah, I told you to hold that. You thought the chat was with you. Habibi, I own the streets out here. Big up, sir.
This is shameless, bro. These man.
No way, of course
Sometimes
they're all
they're with you,
talking about me,
sometimes
bro.
they're
I'm
against you,
rent-free in
bro.
all them
It all
mineral
depends on their
munchers' heads.
views, fam.
They can hold that. Imagine I am not even surprised. Not even surprised. But yeah, bun all of that. So just looking back at this quickly, we're going to stay live for another 5 minutes, and then we're heading over to Northside LDN. In fact, one sec, let me sort out that redirect before my dumbass forgets. Where is it?
Hey, Lewis, apparently something might be popping off with Mr. Minerals and that, bro.
Yeah. Minerals FC is just rent free in their head, but hey, I don't care as long as they're over here subbing and all of that. Couldn't care less.
Liking the videos and shit. You know what I mean?
Tell the guys at Minerals FC Havertz is up for signing at the season, so like they're all right, they're all correct. They can all be happy and wank off into their Havertz socks. Big up to Fatta saying £2.50 Endo to solid, £5 Havertz back to purple patch after flop.
Timo, bruv.
That's a lot of mats you're giving us today. Relax, brother.
Endo
to this, 5 that.
Endo to solid. Okay. And he wants Havertz back to purple patch after flop. Oh, you want another category? Oh, fucking hell. All right, cool. March purple patch. And then Havertz. Cool. We could actually put that one a bit higher, to be fair. Dom back down to flop, £2 Fair enough, Yerps. Right. Szoboszlai has gone back down to flop. This is absolutely insane, but big up. So we have Cole Palmer in Oppenheimer, Gusto and Declan Rice in for signing of the season, Mac Allister, Evans, and Van der Ven at great transfer, Disasi, Caicedo, Hojlund, and Endo at solid. No one's at meh. Petrovic and Jackson's are strippers. Onana, Gravenberch, Raya, and Kulusevski are at meaty. Injured is probably the most realistic one of the lot with Nkunku, Lavia, and Timber. Flop is Sanchez, Reguilon, Amrabat, Nunes, Mount, Kovacic, Gvardiol, Vicario, Brennan Johnson, and Szoboszlai. March purple patch is Havertz, and all the way at the bottom in Gusto's pocket is Doku and Maddison. We have what? How many? We got 11. We got 11 different tiers here. This shit is insane. This shit is absolutely insane.
The best
what is
there is strippers, 100%. Bro.
I don't even know how we have a stripper category. That's the one that makes the least sense.
Blame your guy, bro. That's your guy, bro.
Fata, I actually need you to explain that one. What made you think of strippers?
And he said he's at Tarawih.
So, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? You know
let me say
why
something about Fata. He said he's at Tarawih, so he's praying right now, and he thought about strippers. What is going on there, Fata? You're supposed to be at the mosque being religious, and you're thinking of strippers, and you created a
We all know.
Listen now to Oppenheimer, please. Yeah. We'll move him there. In fact, all the mineral launches you're talking about, you'll be really happy with that one. So you got Mountain Palmer up there.
I'm telling you, don't forget.
Oh, he's asked me to play a video before the end of the stream, so
Christ.
I'll end up running that. What was the other one? There was one more. Hengedi says you said Szoboszlai had better teeth than Bruno, so he at least deserves stripper.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
I told you about that category right
wait. Let me just double check. Oh, I need to see how much that is. I need to confirm.
Is that Norwegian?
Yeah,
Norwegian
so that's
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, yeah, that is more. So Szoboszlai is going up to stripper.
Ooh.
Szoboszlai has joined Petrovic and Jackson in the stripper section. Proper Chelsea.
See what you've done, bro. Genuinely.
Proper fucking Chelsea. Wow. Fucking hell.
Someone needs to move Gusto down to stripper as well.
No, leave
Like
Gusto
that.
there, man. Leave Gusto there.
He shouldn't even be there. He shouldn't even be there. What are we talking about?
Why should he not be up for signing of the season? He's up there with the best right backs in the
Signing
league.
of the season because he didn't come on. He didn't come in this season, bro.
Wait, but Cam. Okay, Cam. We couldn't make a video in January in not this January, but last, because he didn't play for Chelsea. How are we supposed to grade him? Based off his Leon? performances?
Hey, I
Oh, we
don't
did
make
at
the
least-
rules, bro.
No,
He didn't sign in 2023,
You
bro.
gotta
He
answer
signed in
this. You gotta answer this,
2022.
though.
Yeah,
Huh?
I don't make the rules. Yeah,
Well, but if you are making the rules though, because how are we supposed to
no,
judge?
this is the bro. It's signing of the season, signings of the seasons. Yeah, of the season. This season, meaning from August 2023. This guy signed from August 2022, a whole year before. Yeah.
No, it was
I don't
in
care.
January
He went
they
on
signed
loan
him.
for 6
It was
months.
in January.
This guy
January they signed him.
not here from this season. He was here from last season.
Yeah, Cam, I think you might bug that again.
Mike Bug.
Big up to Andrew,
Oh, yeah.
saying for Jacob as a
Hey.
peacemaker. Van der Ven to
Fucking-
signing of the season.
Hey,
There we go. We got a
my
little bit of
guy,
Tottenham
my
Van
guy.
der
I've
Ven.
always liked Captain America, to be honest.
Oh yeah, now you really love him. Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
No, I don't care. I was taking a guess. I was hoping that was Captain America.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But isn't the Winter Surfer? No, I'm thinking of the Silver Surfer. That's something else.
Maddison got banned immediately. Yeah, but we're the echo chamber. We the echo chamber. That's all good. That's all good. I want to chat to most of them anyway. I just wanted them to know man's around. Man's always around. Speaking of around, like we are not done with tonight anyway. Also, it is good to be back. For everybody who didn't hear earlier, my jury service is over. So there won't be any more late night streams or struggling to get videos sorted and everything.
Was he
We will be
guilty?
back
Was he
to the
guilty?
usual. Was he guilty? I didn't get given a case. Again. Like I just went down, I was sitting on my phone. I nearly got called to a case. Then I didn't get picked from the 16 into 12. So they sent me back into the jurors room and they were like, all the second weekers, you lot could just go home. Like, you don't have anything left for you guys. So they didn't have to tell me twice. As soon as I heard the word home, I'd already pressed the exit button on the door and I was out. It's like, peace. Got my self-employed shit. I'm gone. Bye-bye. Get me out of here. Gusto to Oppenheimer, says Fata. So now we have Gusto up in the Oppenheimer section. Let's go. Let's fucking go, people. It's a case related to Bowley. I was trying to speak to the jurors and ask if I could recommend people to get brought up to court, but apparently it's frowned upon. Is what it is. But hey. Just as a final check through this before we wrap up, we have Palmer, Mount, and Gusto up in Oppenheimer. So no one can call us Mount haters. Van der Ven and Declan Rice up for signing of the season. We have Johnny Evans and Mac Allister in great transfer. We have Disasi, Caicedo, Hojlund, and Endo up in solid. I am really happy that Caicedo stayed up there. Arthur says Palmer above Oppenheimer called cold cocaine karma. Fucking hell, man. Okay. We're fully taking the piss today. Fine. That's calm. One more. We'll make one more. Adara above. What we say?
Cold by any chance, is it?
Cold cocaine karma. So Palmer's now in his own category with his own name because let's run it. I don't care anymore. Fuck it. Yeah, signing of the season again, same as usual. We're at solid. I'm just gonna keep going from there. But Gusto, Caicedo, Disasi, Caicedo, Hojlund, and Endo. No one's in meh, so I'm just gonna leave that. Stripper is Jackson, Petrovic, and Szoboszlai. This actually just got a lot smaller for me. In Meaty, it's Onana, Gravenberch, Raya, and Kulusevski. In Injured, it's Nkunku, Lavia, and Timber. In Flop, it's Sanchez, Reguilon. I thought that was Dallo for a second, for fuck's sake. Amrabat, Nunes, Kovacic, basically most of the City transfers. Gvardiol, Brennan Johnson, and Vicario. Havertz is in March purple patch, and in Gusto's pocket is Maddison and Doku. And Andrew wants Havertz moved up to cold cocaine Palmer. Okay, cool.
You're on a mad one, bro.
So Havertz and Palmer are all up. Actually, no, signing of the season needs to go down. There we go.
Just in the stream,
That's it.
Just fucking.
Yeah, no worries. We hit 9 o'clock, so we are going to end it here. But guys, don't go anywhere. It's been an absolutely sensational stream. Big up to everybody that's been watching. It is great to be back, as always. We'll be back tomorrow for a Chelsea stream. We're going to talk a little bit more about this Chelsea civil war and all this other crap. And yeah, Northside, sorry. Hassam's been literally begging me to play this video, so I do have to end with this video. But yeah, big up to everybody that's locked in. Don't go anywhere. We are heading over to Northside. To Northside's channel. The redirect has already been set. Sorry, Northside. Hassam's been literally begging me to play this
He
video.
hasn't put a super chat in. And this guy.
Is that AI of Jesus? Because
Yeah,
that looks like Jesus on the bench, but bruv.
I think so.
So there you go, Sam. There you go, bro. But yeah, everyone, head over to Northside LDN. We're going live on his channel right now. Right now, people. So we've got more content. Everybody head over there immediately. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Like, subscribe.
Big up,
And as
everyone.
always,
Caicedo
potch out.
bomb.